This is the shit.
New year, new copyright strikes. Yeah.
And now we're gonna drink tequila
And barf on the roller coaster.
Well, that was bad.
Did you see Sandlot?
No, wait, yes I did, I forgot. Okay, let's turn that shit off.
Jingle, jingle. Christmas is over. New year.
Oh,
new
man. You're
team.
killing me, Smalls.
Oh, no.
I remembered the movie. Oh, shit.
You remembered the movie.
That's a good movie, by the way. That's a really good movie.
It's one of the classics.
Anyway, it's a brand new year. It's a brand new Talkcast. And fuck, I've been waiting for this since the last one. But, this is officially the Year in Review cast. Not officially. I don't know. Maybe.
I didn't prepare for this. What happened last year, Kevin?
I don't know, but at some point we'll probably talk about it.
Well, we started the Talkcast for one.
Oh, shit, that's right. This month is the honorary anniversary cast. Holy shit. Oh,
it's been
that didn't even
1 year.
Oh, my God. Shout, let it all out. These are the things I could do without. Come on. I'm talking to you. Come on. In violent times, you didn't have to talk the cast. I don't know how the rest of that goes, but
no one knows how it goes.
Song. Tears for Fears is a great band.
It's, what would you say they are? What genre? Are they new wave?
Yeah.
I love new wave. New wave is my favorite genre. In terms of, like, if I were to pick a genre of music that just, oh, hey, what kind of genre do I want to listen to? New wave's pretty good.
When you fall in love, eyes without a face.
Such a human waste.
It took you too long to catch on to that.
I couldn't fucking hear you. You covered your mouth.
You should just know.
I should just know based on
it
what?
It should have triggered in you. The first topic tonight is, I don't know, fuck it. David, you're the list man.
That wasn't a cut. That was Kevin's brain literally jumping from one neuron to another.
No, it's a cut. That's how my brain works.
You cut some of your frontal lobes.
Just because my neurons and your neutrons are making fucking, Gotta blasts here, doesn't mean that I have better control over my mind. Your fucking brain is birds and light.
Hey, I think you're on planet Sheen right now.
Can't believe you remember that.
I don't. That was told to me.
You don't.
I didn't even listen to that. I was told it existed.
You was told.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, get out
21.
of here. This is fucking bad! Start it! Start the list! Was it gonna keep going? Just start it!
Okay, fine. Kevin's gone crazy. He wants me to start actually saying the list. Okay, thank you to people that have helped me out that last year, including you, Kevin.
Really?
Yeah, because, a lot of shit's been happening, and currently trying to find a new job, a lot of stress going on, but you know what, people help me out, and I appreciate that.
See, it's crazy to me that David says that, because I feel like I'm the cause of most of that stress, because I just driving this fucker up the wall.
Oh, no. That's me being theatrical, but what really stresses me out is, life shit. But this is an escape, Being able to just...
You're theatrical?
Compared to my normal life, yes.
Okay. I'm the only thespian here. Continue, David.
I think you need to take the aspirin.
God, I'd love to do a play. That seems so much fun.
Oh yeah, you're talking about that.
Like a musical
I went to see Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't know if I mentioned that.
You did. I cut you off like a jackass.
Oh. Okay.
No, not even. I like snored during that.
Oh, right.
And I'm bringing that up because I feel like such a goddamn dick every time I hear that part.
You should have went. I think you might have liked it. Because that was a fucking weird show.
I guess. Anything that gets me out of here, I can't fucking stand being here.
Here in California.
A dumpy little city in California.
I also went through surgery, like I mentioned last time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I ever told you about it since last time because I couldn't speak. No, we did hang out afterwards, but I don't think I told you anything about it.
I completely forgot. Oh, wow. You didn't seem any, like...
Well, I recovered by then. What do you want to know? You have any burning questions?
I forgot what...
While my throat was burning?
Oh, it was tonsils.
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Well, during the surgery, no, because I was out, obviously.
I mean,
but yeah, afterwards, I thought it was gonna be worse, honestly.
Don't you eat like a bunch of ice cream after the fact?
That's this, I guess, the story people were told. I didn't like. I only started ice cream like very late in the recovery, but right after I got out of...
Drink a hot Campbell's with your coffee, and
I'm stopping you right there. Okay, so after I got out of the operation and they wanted to see if I needed to stay over in the hospital or not, they tested whether or not I would stay awake or just fall asleep.
Really?
So I had to make a conscious effort to not knock out. And this guy there trying to help me out, being like, "Don't fall asleep," like everyone else that was there. Mm-hmm. But I made it work, and then the nurse that was, I guess, step 2, like seeing how I was, if I could walk and shit.
That whole scenario, I just imagined like 10 people in a room who had just gotten their tonsils removed. Whoever can stay up is allowed to leave, and those who don't suffer the hospital gambit.
That's a weird game show version of Freddy Krueger.
David, you're allowed to cut that.
I'm allowed to cut that?
Yes,
you give me permission?
To cut that.
Got it. It's just because you couldn't make it work doesn't mean it needs to be cut.
Well, I kind of want this to be in there now.
All right. Anyway, a nurse was step 2 to making to if I could leave or not, and when I passed that and I can walk and shit, she gave me a popsicle.
Oh.
And because I guess the doctor said, popsicles will help. She gave me a popsicle and I tried it. I do not like cold, hard things against my throat when I was in that moment.
Are you supposed to put it on your throat? You can't just eat it?
Or eating it was hard and I didn't like it anyway. It was not a good experience because I had to... Usually when I eat popsicles, I'd get it to it's soft and then bite it.
Yeah.
You can't do that shit after the surgery.
Yeah, I usually just suck on it for a bit and then like once it's wet, like you said.
Yeah, it's not... Can't do that shit.
The nurse... Okay, so here's what she did do. She gave you a popsicle, right? She checked you, right? Okay, now hang on. Let me rephrase this. Is this how that procedure went? She just sat in front of you in the table, like across from each other. She's like, "All right, David, let's go." And she gets a fucking book within a millisecond, slams it on the fucking desk. And if you get scared, all right, you're free to go. But if you're not, it's like, my God, he's mentally retarded. There's no way he's leaving. Was that the test?
No. I love your imagination. You're very, very inspiring to a whole new generation of young readers.
I hope so, man. Fuck, I just... Anything that's unexpected. Hang on. Ah!
She was really into me wanting to eat that popsicle, though.
She's like, David.
And I was like, no, I don't want the popsicle. And then later on, she's like, do you want another popsicle? I'm like, I don't want a popsicle.
Go, David.
And then one more time, when I was about to leave, like, do you want to take a popsicle? I'm like, no. How many times do I have to fucking say I don't want to get a popsicle? Well, I get that she's trying to help, but...
You have a very Costanza way of reacting to situations. And I have a feeling that you describing it like she really wants to give you a popsicle was literally nothing, and it just aggravated you.
It aggravates me now when I'm telling it to other people, but at the moment I was calm about it. I try to be very, polite and...
Because she knows that fucking people want the popsicle. You're just the only one who didn't want it.
Oh, I'm sorry, my throat is like that.
All right, David, you're not in the average. You're special. You're a special case.
Yeah, well, I have special needs, and you know what? If maybe the nurse should have got Nurse should have been more attentive to that, alright?
Nurse should have been like, you want a fucking popsicle? Walk your ass to the 99. Oh, man.
Alright, well, you know what, actually? Before I even had the operation, there's the nurses that came and they had to try to put the IV in me through my hand.
No, they had to try to get the funny bone out of your arm.
Well, you know it wasn't fucking funny? When they fucked up and couldn't get my vein with the needle and stabbed me twice.
I hate that. That didn't happen to me, but like, she was like, all right, I think I found one. And it's like, you think? Like, she wasted like 10 minutes fucking looking for that vein.
Oh, that was like 25 minutes for me, and they fucking stabbed me twice. 2 different nurses, and then they had to bring in the fucking head nurse, and they did it on the forearm. No problem. Not even any pain.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm new. And then you should have said, I could tell! Yeah! I'm yelling a lot tonight, huh? And it just fucking started, folks. Anyway.
Well, you started with shout.
Shout.
Maybe I'll be tearing up later.
You're fearing that. But anyway. I don't think... I mean, how do you feel now?
I'm pretty fully recovered in the throat. It was pretty gross. Like, it looks white and shit at the beginning. And now it's all normal.
The tonsil?
That wasn't an option. You know, they're probably gonna put that for their other sorts of surgeries for people. You know, just slipping a tonsil in your kneecap.
Yeah, so I can taste my knees. What the fuck does a tonsil even do?
It is a duct for helping your immune system. It collects some bad shit.
So removing that means you have less protection from bad shit?
Yeah, but it also means I can fucking breathe when I sleep.
You couldn't before? David is a fucking xenomorph. Get this fucker out of here.
It's called snoring, Kevin. I think you're the weird one who doesn't even know what that. He couldn't connect the dots.
Was your snoring so heavy you had to get tonsils removed?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's awful.
It's called sleep apnea, dude. It's a leading cause of problems in your heart. It's deadly.
No, it's not. I said so.
Anyway, next on the list...
It's the new year, man. New year in review. Fuck that list.
Well, New Year resolution.
It's gonna be a long one, folks, so don't worry. We'll have time.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions, Kevin?
Mine? I decided to be realistic and not tell myself that I was gonna do something that I knew I wasn't gonna get fucking done. Or like a long-term goal that you tell yourself you're gonna do. So, I told myself that I was going to start writing my book idea this year. And so far, I believe I have over 20 pages done. I'm doing it at a very slow and steady pace, but I'm getting there. And I'm proud of myself because I think I've gotten farther than I've ever gotten before. And I'm actually happy with what I'm writing, even though it's not perfect. It's like, okay, this is going in a direction that I'm happy with. So, who knows? Maybe by the end of the year, it'll be done.
That's great, man. There's the podcast that Wooly does called Wooly Will Figure It Out, and he just talked about this in his last one, where you got to get through some of the, even if you don't think what you're doing is amazing, the practice of doing it will make you get better. So eventually you'll get to the part where you're proud of what you're doing, but you have to work towards it.
This must be like my 10th draft trying to write this fucking story, so by far it's the best one I've ever done, but that's not saying much, you know.
I don't know. You can also be your worst critic, right? So.
I will say though, this time around, my intro is like literally perfect. Like, maybe not in the sense of the way it's written, but it's just, all of that is exactly how I want it to start. And then I'll go over it, like, over time. It's like the perfect intro, because it'll thrust people into this world. Like, alright, book started.
Also, 20 pages sounds like a fucking nightmare to me, trying to write that for, like, a project or something.
Well, it's mostly, like, I have to do a lot of explaining. Like, all this shit that I'm writing has been, like, okay, I did this, but in 10 pages, right? So, I haven't even gotten to where I finished the last time, and I'm, like, at 20 pages. I'm leading up to something. I've just been doing that the whole fucking time. And I don't know. The detail is hard sometimes because it's like
Fucking hate details.
we have to build shit. Like we have to help you envision it, and it's just like if you just say shit, it gets really fucking boring. And I'm trying not to make it so that when or I'm trying to make it where it doesn't like it's kind of an info dump right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like this world is different. It's a universe really. It's different from our own. So I have to explain things where it's like, okay, this is this is that, this is that. Okay, like it's a little bit of a history lesson where I'm at right now, and I'm just like, I just want to get straight into the fucking action already because, like, yes, I have to lead into it, but leading into it is just so fucking like mind racking because it's like, fuck, am I doing a good job of it? Am I like, it's annoying too. Like, okay, I'll just say that for like 2 weeks, I've been going from a part where this guy drives his ship over to his home planet to meet somebody there. And I've just been doing that the whole time. It's legit just the segment in between. And I'm just still on that because like I have to explain so much and try to make it entertaining to read.
I have no actual writing tips for stories, but I would think if we really wanted to write the part that you wanted to write now, then maybe do that first, then try to connect it. But I'm not sure if that would be effective because I'm just thinking of like film shooting where you have well that's already has a script and shit though. But I'm just thinking like
I get what you're saying because like they'll just shoot like certain parts and certain like because that's advice I hear. Just write the part you want to write. But I'm like, I feel like if I write it in like this chronological order where everything's happening as it goes, like this is how it's gonna be when it's done. That it's motivation was like, all right, I just finished this cool part, and I gotta work hard to get to the next part because I really want to write that. You know, it's like,
oh, I see.
My reward for writing what I don't want to write is writing what I want to write.
Okay, so it's
and I've gotten there. I'm legit right before I came with you. I write on my lunch break sometimes, and on that lunch break, I was like, all right, fuck it. Like next time I start writing is exactly where I want to be.
Okay, so just in order to get through the actual whole writing the whole damn thing, you have to go through it chronologically to motivate yourself.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, that makes sense. There are some films that are shot chronologically, and I think that's a cool way to do it, but usually it's not. And
I mentioned the term action earlier, but when I say action, I really just mean parts that are like exciting to me.
Yeah.
For example, right now I mostly just have like conversations, and I love writing dialogue. That's like my favorite thing because I've seen so much, I've read so much, and I just hear the way people talk, and I'm like, I can use all of that. Like this is how people act that are like this, you know? Like I can capture somebody just based on everything I've seen. It'll be like, all right, this is that guy.
Well, can you capture me, Kevin? Like fucking Pokemon?
If I did that, you'd be very upset with me.
Oh,
but anyway, yeah, that's
some dumbass caricature. Nothing like how I act. Yeah. Yeah, this is you, David. Yeah.
I could fucking know. Well, I probably could capture you if I really tried. I mean, because you have so many isms. Like I pick up on people's like traits so fucking hard.
Character traits.
But anyway, stop. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm doing a good job of it so far.
You know what? Actually, that's a good segue talking about character traits because my New Year's resolution is to be a dungeon master and fuck writing characters. So I'll just have characters be in this game with as other players.
How do you mean?
I don't have to make a character. I don't have to make choices of like what you want to do. I'll have other people do that for the world instead. You know?
How do you mean?
I'll be the dungeon master instead of a character.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, DM's fun, but you just have to be really creative.
And that's exactly what I'm not. So that's gonna be fun.
Hey, come on, Goofy. You're a smart man.
The fuck do you call me Goofy for?
Come on, Goofy.
Arrgh.
You're gonna do it.
Okay.
Just think of all those fucking JRPGs you play, or RPGs in general. What am I saying? You play a lot of RPGs. Think of all the RPGs you ever played and be like, all right, this is my basis for this dungeon. I had Pathfinder. That was really cool. It's just like an offshoot of Dungeons and Dragons. That's like the same way a lot of people used to play it. That's why a lot of people like it.
Yeah, it's based off 3.5 edition.
Yeah. I'm glad you knew that. I was going to say it, but... And,
I'm not a fucking...
Oh, okay,
lad.
David, you don't got to point it out. And anyway, like, fuck, can I keep going?
I stopped already. Oh my God, Kevin.
I'll make a
You're
comment,
provoking me.
comment.
It's a Talkcast, right? We're talking.
Comment. Okay, so I had Pathfinder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to make anything that the game already wanted me to make. Like, you can make... You can go fight the Goblin King, or like they can go. My first thing I ever made, and I don't think I finished it, but I made like the first main area. It was called Pathfinder High, Pathfinder High School.
Yeah.
And it was fucking awesome. Like the idea was that like all the monsters were just different, like clicks, or like just characters you could interact with, and some of them would have quests for you so you can get better weapons to go like side quests and stuff to the main quest. And like it was so fucking ambitious. I had a first world ready for everyone to interact with, and it was so neat. Like it took like 2 hours to go through the whole thing. But my favorite part of all that was that I made a character who's like the secondary villain, who's like if you came up to him and you didn't roll a 20, he was gonna fucking kick your ass. His name was Johnny Albert. He was like a jock, but his voice was like if you grabbed someone's testicles and twisted them. So like, I told you losers never to come here again! I'm gonna kick your ass! Like something like that. And that was the funnest thing fucking ever to do, was playing characters like that. Like, if you... Remember, you're the DM, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make that world interesting for you and us. So, if you're gonna throw us in your dungeon, make it like a setting you'll like. I picked high school because I thought it'd be funny. It doesn't even have to be like... I know there's like a space version of D&D. Mm-hmm. Like, there is so much room for flexibility in these kinds of games that you could literally make it about fucking anything you wanted, and it would be okay. Mm-hmm. Even if you want to just take like regular monsters out and then like give them a different name but keep the stats, you could totally do that. You just better hope there's no D&D veteran who's being a cunt like, that's not a snurgle-snurgleless. That is a fucking, mimic, you douche. Like, do you even know to play D&D? And I doubt anyone you play with is going to be like that.
Hope not. Well, I mean, I would choose the people I would be playing with, so it'd be my fault if anything. But yeah, I'm gonna try it out. I keep putting it off because of a lot of shit going on, but
I want to play with you now more than ever.
Cool. So yeah, I'd probably be doing 5th edition because that's what I've been researching so far, and I don't know. It's gonna be beginner shit because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try it, and yeah, I want to do it because it's I've played some games. It's fun as fuck. So, and I feel like no one else wants to fucking do the job of the DM, but whatever.
I'll help you if you want. If you don't, I can be your like co-DM. I could play some of the characters that you don't want to play.
You want to be Cody?
I want to be Captain Rex. My name is Captain Rex. Well.
References I don't get.
How come you're such a cultured man and not know jack all shit about anything?
Okay,
like, I don't understand you.
That's how you know it's the Talkcast.
I expect more of you.
I expect exactly that. It's been a year. You should expect that. I don't know fucking what Kevin's talking about.
You don't like Star Wars.
Is that Star Wars? We'll talk about Star Wars later.
Oh my fucking god, he doesn't know. You say Cody, you don't know who Rex is. Oh my god.
That's Star Wars? Okay. That's your New Year's resolutions.
How do you not know who fucking Wedge Antilles is. You fucking noob.
I love some wedges. You gonna get some wedges?
Sure, after the Talkcast.
All right. Death Stranding.
Don't be so serious. Don't be such a president of jack shit.
Is that your low roar?
Hell yeah. Forgot that was the name of the band.
Like, most of the soundtrack is that band.
Okay, so we played fucking Rope Simulator and
You mean UPS Simulator?
No, I'm calling it Rope Simulator.
No, FedEx Simulator, Federal Express.
Because I realized last night when I saw the names of every town I was in, and it all just fucking clicked into pieces. His name is oh my god, fuck. There's so much. Okay, so every city in this game is called Knot. Mm-hmm. And basically, you're connecting all these worlds. You're tying them together, right?
The strands, yeah.
Tying the strands.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. His name is Sam Porter Bridges, but that's not his real last name. What was his real fucking last name?
Sam Strand. Oh my god. That was the president's name, Bridget Strand.
BBs are the name of the babies.
Bridge babies.
Bridge babies. BTs.
Beach to things.
What?
That's what they never say it. Don't worry about it.
Fuck, there was so much more. Some guy followed your strand.
Like?
Climbing rope. You use it to get around. Ladders. Takes you, it helps you get across.
Don't trip on that rock.
No, you stupid. You're gonna make the BB cry. Now you gotta rock him with your remote.
Don't fall off that cliff.
Don't be so serious.
Watch out for those mules.
Die Hard, man.
Dead man.
Mama.
Mama.
Heart, man.
He has a heart, man.
He has a fucking... Oh my god. What are they called? Those ropes? The strands? Is that what they're called? With the blood in them?
Yeah. Those are called strands.
It's nothing but ropes. It's nothing but ropes from here on out. There was so much more. God, but this game...
You're just at chapter 2.
You were right when you told me Kojima's not subtle. There's just absolutely...
Oh no, his quote is, subtlety is for cowards. Or, subtext is for cowards.
So he just puts everything up to you. This is like my first Kojima experience.
Yeah,
genuinely.
yeah, it is.
He just fucking puts it all up there, right? Like there you go.
You know, he had this. No, this is unbridled Kojima. Mm-hmm. And Metal Gear Solid, which is his franchise, like he. That's what I said.
You said it is.
I thought I said it was. Well, he made it. That's what I meant. I think he had other people that helped write it. But this is his sole creation.
I like it.
I was wondering how you would react to it.
It's crazy. It's really crazy because the first 2 hours of playing that game were fucking suffering. They throw so much at you, but then by the third hour, it's like, all right, so I'm just making deliveries and I'm helping people make it easier for everyone. All right, I got this. And then eventually they give you things that make it a little bit easier, and then they give you the bike, and at that point it's like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to strand. I'm ready to tie this world together.
You ready to make a bridge across America?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I beat the game. I got it for $40, but
and I got it from him for $20. Here's how the
economy works.
No. This is how the interaction went. He fucking got the game. I mentioned Death Stranding, and he got the game, and he like fucking shot it towards me, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna land!" And right before I could finish land, it's $20. It's either you or GameStop. I'm like, yes, and I took it because that is exactly the price I was waiting to pay for it.
And that was the price that I remember you saying you would pay for it.
Mm-hmm. You fucker! I'm never telling you that stuff anymore. Fuck you, David.
Wow. What? I didn't. Wait, I sold it to you.
You were the cheapest man alive.
Hey, I could have upsold you, motherfucker. You didn't know the price GameStop was willing to pay.
How much were they willing to pay?
20.
You could have got 35.
Exactly.
Fuck.
So I did you a favor. All right.
Don't be so serious.
We already saw Joker. I beat the game.
Okay, no, you didn't. We're gonna talk about episode 1.
What? You mean chapter 1 or whatever?
Isn't it? Yeah, chapter 1.
Go on. You're the
I'm
one
waiting on you.
Of Death Stranding?
Talk about Death Stranding, yeah.
We're gonna go by episode?
You told me we were gonna talk about the first part.
About stuff in it, but I'm not gonna go like, oh, this is the first parts of the game. I want you to tell me what you thought of it, and then I'll react to it. Since it's more fresh in your mind.
I'm a man named Rita Simmons, and I love my baby. I have a mom I hate, and a sister who's not really my sister, I think. I don't really know what she is. Is Sam adopted?
He's part of the family.
Like they're his blood relatives?
I forget if they tell you.
Like, that girl looks way too fucking young to look the same when Sam was a kid and an adult. Like...
Well, Norman Reedus is 50. Around 50.
In this game?
No, in real life.
In this game.
So, yeah. But, no. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what his age is in the game.
It threw me for a loop because there was all those parts where she just looks exactly the fucking same talking to Sam when he was a little kid. And I'm like, is this just the way he sees it? Or is this how it actually happened?
Everything will be explained.
It's just weird. And then I see, what's his name? Every time I connect to BB, I see, don't tell me his name. Shit. Oh my god. Mads Mikkelsen. And, man, I just love seeing his face up fucking close and like it from below in like really awkward angles. And I'm like, I wonder if Mads played this. And he was like, oh my fucking god. Every time he connected the baby, like, this is the shot they took of me. Fuck. He calls Kojima, Kojima, I fucking hate what you've done. Please take me out of it.
Well, that'd be surprising because he shot a lot.
Dude, I love that Mads and Norman Reedus are in this. I love that they're in this.
What about Guillermo del Toro?
No, because he didn't voice himself. I also like that Wonder Woman. Not Wonder Woman. Fuck, the Bionic Woman was in it. That's cool. If you don't know who that is, the president and the daughter, but only face of the daughter. And I don't know who Fragile is, but I'm pretty sure she's an actor too.
Yeah.
And then there's fucking Higgs, who is played by my favorite person in the world, Troy Baker. I fucking love Troy Baker. I love him in everything he's in.
You mean everything?
His generic fucking cool guy voice that I love hearing in everything. And that fucker who played Nathan Drake.
Nolan North.
Oh, I love him too.
I've been watching videos of those two play Last of Us.
Troy Baker isn't a fucking actor.
Wow. He certainly acts like one.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Kojima,
you probably lost budget, so I don't blame you, but you could have picked someone better than Troy fucking Baker.
I like Troy Baker.
I mean, I don't mind him, but I just hate that he's in everything. Hate's a strong word, okay? Hate's a strong word, but I hate when he's in anything.
Oh, well, it's like...
Just be an actor then. Fuck.
It's kind of hard because, like, people want his voice. You know what? He used to be cool when he was, like, in the smaller... Like, maybe he was spread out, but he was in also the smaller projects. Like,
yeah.
He was in Persona 4 as Kanji for half of it.
I remember that.
And then Matt Mercer picked it up.
I like Matt Mercer more.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. Troy's definitely, like, you can tell he's up his own ass.
Him and Nolan North.
I didn't get the sense of that from Nolan North.
Look, you have a cool guy voice, and I'm tired of hearing it. Maybe I'm being a hypocrite because what's his name? One of my favorite voice actors ever is Steve Blum, and that's literally that's his fucking thing, is that he has a cool voice, so everyone wants him to do it. But I don't get the feeling that he's an asshole. Whatever. Steve Blum just seems like the nicest person ever, and I love hearing him in anything. But when it's Troy Baker, it's like, can you stop, my guy?
I think it's a more problem of like who you perceive them as a person.
No, I just hate his voice.
Okay.
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
But it's mostly just that I'm tired of his voice.
You're tired of it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, people want it.
And yeah, that's another thing. That's what I don't like, is everyone wants him and everything, and I'm like, why? Why? I want fresh new blood. Find someone who's not the same people we get. And I mentioned Rex, and you didn't know who that was. He's a clone. He's a clone from Clone Wars. And every single clone has to be voiced by D. Bradley Baker. So fucking all the clones are voiced by D. Bradley Baker. And he isn't everything, too. Like, he does a lot of voices. And somehow, hearing him voice, like, 5,000 of the same people in the show was more, what's the word I'm looking for? I could enjoy it more than hearing Troy Baker play one person. But he might as well have played 50,000 people because he fucking does the same voice for everything. With a slight accent, maybe.
Some roles it's not like that, but most of the time.
And you know what else? Steve Blum actually can do other voices. He was Guilmon in fucking Digimon. He's like, it's me, Takatomon.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what a lot of these voice actors did. You know, they had to find work where they could, and then if they made a name for themselves for doing a certain voice, that's what people hired them for.
Man, fucking D is awesome because he does animal voices too. Like in Avatar, he voiced both Appa and Momo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. That's cool. He's prolific.
I'll put a slight tangent.
Yeah.
Momo in Avatar, I like that's a lemur, but I don't like the design of Momo.
Is it because of his round face?
It just didn't look like a lemur that I liked. That lemur's like that I like.
That's a weird.
It was like a fucking bat.
Because it wasn't something. It didn't look like something I liked. It was impossible to like.
Yeah.
It's part bat, isn't it? Wasn't that the point?
Was it? Lemurs are part.
It's not a literal. But all animals in this world are half and half of something.
Really? Oh, I guess so.
Lion turtles, badger moles. I like how there was the joke how in Legend of Korra she had a pet bear, and they were like, so is it like a elephant bear or no? It's just a bear. Like it's just a regular fucking bear. But everyone was just like, so what is it like a mouse bear? Or, it was funny. But
man, I never see that series.
Yeah, you will never see it.
All
hopefully.
right. Anyway.
Yeah, that was a tangent I went on, but I'm just... God, imagine we actually do make it big one day and he fucking hears this.
Who? Troy Baker?
Yeah.
Fuck. Bullshit.
It's a thought that occurs every time I talk shit about someone. It's like, if this ever gets heard by anyone and they just so happen to hear it, it's like, fuck. But I don't care.
Well, your sentiment isn't a fucking unique one, dude. That's one that's out on the internet. It's not uncommon.
Like genuinely, I just want fresh people. I just want new, and like not in a fucking anime or whatever. But even there, it's like the same people over and over again.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I hate it. I hate it. Because I feel like we're giving the same people over and over again the same work, and it's just the same voices I'm hearing over and over again. And I'm like, okay, so you get paid to do this, and like this is your job. I understand there's a whole union for this.
Some of it.
But it's like, I feel like this work is tarnished now, because now only I can hire you. Like, I get you're prolific, but what if I don't want you to be in my thing? Like, what if I found someone who like did the voice better? And there's the whole thing about how you can only hire people, like, if they're in the guild or something. Or, like, you can only hire people for more than one thing if you're in the guild or something.
All right, Kevin. I don't know about this union shit, but I'm not sure if that's how it works for every production.
It's only in California, I believe. But
Anime is mostly done in Texas, I believe. And there it's a fucking free-for-all, I think.
I really don't like the voice actors in Texas either. Here's the thing. It's that everyone wants to do it, and a lot of people just do it, but it's just, I don't know.
Well,
a dub is a dub, but
it's also hard because it's just how work relationships and things work. Like if you know someone that can do a voice that you want, you would hire them, right? Instead of you'd have to go out of your way to try to get someone new.
I know.
And find them.
I know industry is fucking convoluted and weird and like time consuming, but if it were me and I were making something, I would just go out of my way to like not only find fresh blood, new people, but make sure they did it right. Because I wouldn't want the same people over and over again, you know? My thing is unique because all of my people are new and like unheard of, right? So like in fucking Star Wars,
I was just thinking that
the only actor in that was in anything big was Harrison Ford, because he was in American Graffiti.
Oh, you mean the original?
Before that, yeah.
I'm also thinking the new trilogy. That's similar in that case. What part of the
They were literally mimicking the first movie, David.
No, I mean, what else did you know them from?
What do you mean?
The actors like Adam Driver.
He was in Girls.
The fuck is that?
It was a really famous show on HBO.
I don't know. It's just HBO shit.
Lena Dunham, we don't talk about her on this podcast. Talkcast. But anyway, yeah, so Mark Hamill was new. Carrie Fisher was new. Who else? I think the only person who was a huge name in that movie was the guy who played Obi-Wan, and he fucking hated.
He hated it.
Yeah. So it's like everyone remembers those people because they were unique to that, right? Like Carrie Fisher didn't really do much. Mark Hamill didn't do much, until way later. But it was unique because it was just such a new experience for everybody. Like everything about this was different and new. Or maybe not like different in a sense that like, it was inspired by a bunch of different things, but it was just a different kind of thing. Like it was that, but different, So I just really want to make something that's unique. And that includes, having new people to do everything.
I think there was another example recently of something like that. But we're actors that you didn't know who the fuck they were. But I can't remember it right now. But yeah, I mean, it's just different. It's a different sort of mindset you have to go through because there's the whole thing of, oh hey, Will Smith is in a new movie. Let's go see the Will Smith movie.
And is Will Smith even a good actor anymore? Like, do people consider him a good actor, or do we just go to see movies to see Will Smith in a movie? I know I see fucking
Keanu Reeves.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I go to see movies just because he's in it. I know the movie's gonna be terrible. Sometimes we'll get to that later. But like why? What is it like? What is he gonna do in this movie that was any different than what he did in the other movie? Ha ha! Like he's Will Smith. His pursuit of happiness days are over.
It just depends on the roles they do, Like, there's a movie where he played a doctor, and, that's going against the NFL. I think that was a different sort of role. What am I thinking of? It's the other movies and shit that the people do that aren't what they're known for, but
Jim Carrey, 23.
Sunshine of a Spotless Mind?
23. You don't remember it was a horror movie?
No, I don't remember, because I didn't even know it until you said it.
It was a weird movie, but I liked it.
I'm also thinking of, never mind, let's jump off this topic. We can...
Yeah, but that's my 2 cents, alright? I don't even hate him. Like, I don't even know enough about him. But, yeah, I'm just so tired of his voice, and I'm tired of a lot of voice actors. Please, let's retire you.
I'll
have enough money as it is,
I'll finish this Death Stranding talk by saying I think I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
Holy shit, we were talking about Death Stranding.
But if I have to, if I would give it a score, but how I feel, I think it's a 3.5.
We went on a tangent. Holy shit.
Welcome
to the Talkcast.
Welcome to how this entertainment medium works.
Okay, so first of all, you're wrong. And second, I just want to say that all those people who reviewed the game and were like, Death Stranding isn't a fun. It's not even an enjoyable game. Like, okay, those first 3 hours were killer, but I actually started to enjoy myself more playing it. So I don't know what the fuck they were talking about.
This is a different... I can see why people wouldn't like this game.
It's a chore.
It's a grind, and if you're not into the mechanics, then you're not gonna like it.
I got really into it, how it was going.
I played the fuck out of that game, dude. It was like 50, 60 hours. So, I really enjoyed it.
I've only beat the first chapter, but I can tell, just speaking about that on its own, that game deserves more than a 3. I think this is going to be at least a 4.
You have a lot more to go.
I'm sure I do, but I feel like this game got weird responses, but overall, it's going to be an experience.
Well, let me say what a 3 means to me. A 3 means it's not bad, it's not great, but I think there's some worthwhile things in it. And I generally enjoyed my time.
It's average.
It's not average.
Well, then, you said 3.5. We'll
That's
leave
how
it at that.
Yeah.
It's like a 66.
66, yeah.
Sick. I can't drive 66. All right. Well, I'm not gonna hear this one again.
Sticking to games. I got an Xbox. Got that Xbox Game Pass. The fuck? You were so into Game Pass like 2 months ago.
How come we haven't played a single... I haven't touched my Xbox in a long time.
Yeah, it misses how you touched it.
Yeah, caress it. 4K. I bought it for the 4K Blu-ray. And it was a good purchase.
Well, this is a year for the new console generation.
So what did you play on Game Pass?
I played Dead Cells. It was a fun thing. I thought I would not enjoy that game, but it's fun. But I wouldn't play the fuck out of it.
Next game.
And I also started Outer Wilds.
Oh, what'd you think of it?
I just got off the main planet.
Is it Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds?
They're 2 different games.
Oh, which one's Outer Wilds?
It's the one where you're space exploring.
It's like fucking Fallout, right?
Nope, that's Outer Worlds.
Oh, okay.
2 different games.
2 games.
They came out in the same
2
year.
2 games with similar names about space
and
exploring.
they're both on Game Pass, and everyone was fucking confused.
Yeah, I'm confused.
That's real bad, like, release date shit. Yeah, so I played a little bit. I need to get back to it, but this Death Stranding shit and other shit I've been playing on my PlayStation, I've just been keeping away from Xbox. But I got that 3-month Ultimate Game Pass trial shit. Yeah. So I'll have that for a bit. So once I finish all the current shit I'm playing, hopefully I'll get back to that and finish those before all the fucking onslaught of the new shit. Including, well, I also got a PS Plus trial, which is 7 days. It's a week. That's bullshit, but at least it's not $23 anymore. With that, I played and beat Uncharted Lost Legacy. And you know what? I played Uncharted 2, 3, and 4. And I'll play 1 because that was for PS Plus this month. But those games were fucking insufferable to me because how long they were and how fucking samey the goddamn experience was.
Yeah. The
whole way through. Uncharted's pretty okay when it's shorter. When it's like a lot shorter in 7 hours.
How long was the fucking game you were playing?
What do you mean? 7 hours? Like,
oh my god, I thought you were talking about, like, the whole series.
No, 2, 3, and 4, that's just like, what, 15?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. That's way too long for that sort of experience. But no, and then playing as Chloe was pretty fun.
It's Chloe and that one chick, right?
Yeah, from 4.
Nadine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ross. That was fun. There's a little hub area. You can drive around it for some collectibles, but yeah, you just do some action shit, and it's short and it's fun.
Hmm.
And I didn't have to fucking listen to Nolan North.
Nolan North.
I don't have much of a problem with Nolan North, but fuck, I don't like listening to Drake. This the same goddamn character. Why is it such a successful franchise?
Right. I actually don't mind Nolan North, but I just wasn't he the main dude in God, the name always fucking escapes me when I need it. The Saints Row series. Wasn't he the main guy in 3 and 4? Or he was one of the voice options?
I think he's one of the voice options, yeah.
Yeah, I used him as my guy.
I used the whatever the British guy is. Forgot the accent name.
Isn't there like a pirate option too or something?
There's a zombie one. There's all sorts of shit in those games.
Fucking Fallout 3. That's a weird game. I like that game.
Where's that come from? Why'd you bring it up?
Cause I don't know. I was just thinking of Nolan North, and he was in that game.
Was he?
He was one of the voice options. Oh, I said Fallout. See, that's what I'm thinking. My mind's on Fallout, and I don't know why. Probably because we're talking about Outer Worlds, or we mentioned it. But yeah, Saints Row is such a weird. The third one is such a weird fucking game, but I like that game.
I would like to play it again on the Switch, but I heard the port's bad.
I heard the port's fine. It's just the online is god awful.
Who the fuck plays online? I don't know. Some of these modes in these games are like, oh, extra online play.
Extended
Like GTA 5. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
So weird.
I never got to play that game when it first came out.
Oh, no, I played it years later, too.
Was it good?
Wait, which
Isn't
one?
GTA 5 on Game Pass?
Yeah, it is now.
Oh, fuck. Well, now I don't have an excuse.
No, I played that when it came out. But
I guess now I do have an excuse.
yeah, you can. It's a good ass game. The story mode's fun, and there's all the other extra shit you want to do. It's fine. I don't know. I guess I'll go to that with also like. It's like open world games, like also like Death Stranding included and shit like, and I guess also Dragon Quest XI that I started playing.
Ooh,
like going through a world with all this extra superfluous shit that I could get into and get invested in this world in. I have no fucking care for most of it.
You better Dragon Quest, bitch.
Well, I just started Dragon Quest, like, very started, and, like, I could go talk to all these different NPCs that say jack shit that I care about.
Most of them, you never talk to. You only talk to them if they have a quest for you, and they're
Yeah.
usually one in a handful. But it's always worth doing, and it's always worth getting the blue things on every map.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, good. Just, that's the one thing. I used to try to kill every monster on the map, but then it's just like, I don't care. If I see you, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
But I always go for the blue things because you can craft stuff in this game. And, yeah, you're going to need it because you get better weapons than shit you can buy.
I figure the blue show's important.
Yeah.
But, I'll play more of that. I got on the Switch.
Yeah.
It's the best version because it has all the shit. I'm glad I
Dragon
got that.
Dragon Quest 11 is a fucking beauty of a game. I love that game. A lot of people don't seem to like it compared to the other Dragon Quest. I think it's great. And funny enough, I actually just started getting the figures from Square Enix of the Dragon Quest 11 characters.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I have the hero and Jade, the girl with the spear.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to get Veronica and Serena in the mail today because they're like a 2-pack. But my
Tupac?
asshole yeah, my asshole fucking postman didn't deliver it like he was supposed to, so
Sam Porter Bridges, what the fuck, man?
he just comes out like, yeah, man, I got your weed figures.
I drank too much Monster, I passed the fuck out.
Can you really do that in the game?
No.
Oh my god. I just love how like fucking into that can he gets when you drink it. Like
Two gulps. Yep.
Jesus.
Wait till the monster changes to something else.
What, Red Bull?
That'd be fucked up.
God,
Hey, Monster, we're gonna want you in the game. We're gonna have some other drinks, but we're not gonna tell you anything, all right? Just
we'll get Rockstar right after. If Rockstar like, yo, we heard you got a monster in that, we'll pay you like $1 extra, but put us better than them.
Has there been a Rockstar ad that had like the fucking song "Party Like a Rockstar" in it? There had to have been, right?
Probably.
There had to be. If not, that's a fucking... That's
Squandered.
a goddamn... Yeah, come on. What are you paying your marketing team for when that fucking song came out? Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
People I don't know.
I'm gone.
You're gone?
No.
I'm gone.
What else did you play on Game Pass, David?
That's it so far. I downloaded a bunch of shit.
That sounds like me.
Witcher 3 came out is on Game Pass. I'll play
Yeah.
that. I'll play that later
I
on.
got so much shit on.
God. Okay.
I tried out Goose Game. It was neat.
Oh yeah, I started Goose Game too.
Did you finish the first world? Or first area?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I fucked that farmer up.
Fucker.
Get the fuck.
Yeah, I actually
Eat
drowned
shit.
him. Did you know you could do that?
No, I didn't do that. I just locked his ass out and made him.
You can't do that.
You can't drown him?
No.
Oh.
Why would a goose drown a man?
Cause a goose is out to fucking kill, bro.
Because a goose is a goose, but the moose is a bitch. So there you go. And what were we saying?
The goose is loose.
Oh shit! What if like a fucking giant, like 50-story goose just like came up those mountains and walked, like was just fucking trembling toward us?
Well, Kevin, if the glove fits.
Okay, so what else did you download?
There's other shit. Whatever. I'll play them later. But I'm getting ready. I watched the Witcher series.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to put that on my list. That was a good series. I go to 4 out of 5.
Okay, I want to talk about my games. Okay. Holy shit! I like how you just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about Witcher now.
I need to play the Witcher 2 and 3 before Cyberpunk comes out, or else I'm never gonna fucking play them.
Okay.
But the
So-
releases in this fucking year. I'll get to them later. But
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's what I want to talk about next. But
Okay.
first, I did play something else other than Pizza Hut Delivery Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
I played well, it's not a new game, but it's the re-release, the Ultimate Edition, if you will. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE.
Oh, you played it.
I played. Guap. I played the fuck out of that game. No, not really. But I did beat the first, I guess,
Dungeon.
chapter? Yeah,
Okay.
dungeon. And I've got opinions on that game so far.
I'd like to hear more.
It is somewhat... It's like the... Oh my god. It's like an offshoot of... Okay, so you know how Persona's a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei, right?
Yep.
This is like if it was a spin-off of both of those, and then they just fucking sprinkled some FE over it.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah. It's weird. It's a very, very weird game. I don't even understand where they come up with this premise. It is the most Japanese written thing I've ever experienced.
Mm-hmm.
The story is fucking, oh my god, balls off the wall retarded. I wanted to look for another word to use, but god, it is stupid. It was just...
Kevin, do you like Japan?
Yeah, just not this Japan.
Not the idol?
Not idle shit. But, that being said, I have played the first Fire Emblem, and the characters they use are from the first one, and the new one. What is it?
Awakening.
Awakening.
Fates, yeah.
It's like your guy has Chrom, and then the other chick has, I think, Celica, who's like Marth's sister. And it was just like, oh, that's cool. I know this character. Oh, that's cool. I know that character. And the actual game is like totally my shit. Like, I love RPGs. That's like my go-to genre of game. And it's interesting. It's an interesting take on, I think, the Persona battle system. And what it is, it's... Okay, so you have 3 party members at a time. I have a feeling they're going to extend that later on in the game. Just a hunch. But right now it's 3, right? And what it is that your guys have their own specific moves and weapon types. And if the weapon or the spell you use is the monster is weak to that, you start a chain. So okay, I hit the monster with the lance. It's weak to lance. So then another character who has an ability that is triggered by a lance weakness will use their like fire spell to jump on that. But if your other party member also has that, it'll stack on top of that. So you can get like 3 combos at a time.
Okay.
Which is cool. I really like that. And bosses can get, not bosses, enemies can get really fucking difficult if you don't have your shit together. It's really, really neat. But what this game feels like is a condensed Persona, which Persona just can't fucking exist on a Wii U, which is the system this game came out on.
So what do you mean it can't?
It just can't. Like, the scale of this game is so watered down compared to Persona 5.
Okay,
Persona 4
5.
was way more felt... Okay, well, no, that's not true. It's like a watered down Persona 5, this world.
Okay, because I'm just going to say Persona 3 and 4 were on PS2.
Yeah, I know that.
And then Persona 5 was made
But
mostly
this
for
game
PS3.
is clearly... It was made around this, like, along each other.
Uh-huh.
I'll say Persona 5 then, to be more specific.
Okay.
It's like a watered down Persona 5. This world. Not the game, but the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only played one chapter. But, like, it's like, oh, you can go to this market. And the music sounds similar, too, by the way, to Persona 5. I just couldn't help, like, the idle shit is idle shit. But, like, if I'm in a store and it plays, like, dee, 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 like a little jazzy song. I go to He-Ho Mart.
He-Ho Mart.
Yeah, I love it.
Jack Frost.
Hell yeah.
He's all about them hoes.
They got what's his name? Jack
Frost.
Dark Jack?
Black Frost.
Black Frost. And he's like the super special store only people with mirages can use.
Oh, shit.
But it's like lame, kinda, because they only... Okay, so instead of personas, instead of demons, in this series, you get items per forma, like their soul, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And you use those to make weapons. I forgot what they're called. I think they're called Carnages. And that's how you get new weapons. You have to defeat enemies to form new weapons that give you new abilities when you level them up.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that a lot, too. I think that's really interesting. But then they have 2 shops. There's an accessory shop and the He-Ho Mart. And then that's it. It's like, oh, well, I really don't get to customize my guy then, huh? Like, it kind of just like...
But you're playing the idol. Also, like how the idol looks and performs and their personality. You can't change that.
Well, I haven't experienced... Like I said, it's the first chapter. But I haven't really experienced all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But one other thing I can say... They have these things called intermissions, which is kind of like when you finish a dungeon in Persona 5, and or in any Persona game, where you have that downtime to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But something caught my eye when I went into my intermission. It said, there's nothing you can particularly do in here that you couldn't do any other time, so just do whatever you want and start the story when you're ready. And I'm like, so there's no penalty to doing any of this.
Okay.
I started a side mission with this guy, my friend, I forgot his name, Toma, I think. And it was like a side story for him, and you can unlock side stories that get you better abilities.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, is there any point in the game where I couldn't do that? Can I only do those in intermissions? Like, and there's like side quests I could do, and I did them, but it was like, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else I can really do.
So I guess it's to make it easier for people that aren't used to that shit.
It just feels like a weird, watered down Persona 5.
I guess because it's also trying to get that Fire Emblem market.
I mean, the battle system is unique enough where I'm like, I like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even the character designs are throwing me for a loop. Their faces are so fucking long.
Really?
It bugs me. It just because it's like his eyes here and his nose here and his mouth here, and like, I don't like looking at your face.
Mm-hmm. So it's not at all like the other 2 properties?
It's designed by the Dot Hack guy.
Oh.
Yeah. The characters. I like the illustrations he made. I don't like 3D models.
Yeah, it's a tough thing.
It's really weird
to translate art to 3D models, and it doesn't work out. Yeah, it sucks.
I just hope that like there's more stuff to be introduced later on, because as it seems, I genuinely feel like I'm just gonna go to little areas and do side quests, and then just go to the same stores and go to the same places to do everything else. And it's like, I like Persona games because along with the dungeon, I can do a fuck ton of other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this just, I mean, even in Shin Megami, I feel like I had way better customization than this. And I like Shin Megami, especially 4. That game's, it's like a pleb filter, but it's a good game.
No, I played 4 until I fucking lost it. The goddamn cartridge.
That was a good game.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can talk about Dragon Quest a little bit because I barely. But my impressions of it, I'm not gonna give a fucking opinion because I haven't barely played it. But I guess just about I guess I'll parrot what other people says. Like it's like the gold standard of like the traditional JRPG.
Yes, it is. That's absolutely great.
And I'm definitely feeling it. You know, I'm going to people's houses and taking their fucking pots and crates and shit. And...
Dragon Quest is the RPG. It is just...
Yeah.
It's what Final Fantasy was.
Right.
You know? And, like, I like that how Final Fantasy just keeps trying to change things. Dragon Quest, it just stays the same. And they don't need to change it because they know.
Mm-hmm.
And Dragon Quest mechanics have not changed. Like, the battle system has not changed in the slightest. I don't even think there's new... Like, the magic stays the same,
mm-hmm.
but the abilities don't. So that's where the new shit comes in. And then it's the upgrade system that's always new. That's always engaging. Like, in 7, it had a class system. It's the best fucking system. Dragon Quest 7 is my favorite game. Only because of the hero system, or the job system.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. And then Dragon Quest 7 is kind of like Dragon Quest 11's, or Dragon Quest 8. Dragon Quest 8's kind of like 11's, only in 11 there's like more choices and you can go down your own path. And in 8 you just stick to it.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, I saw a level up screen, looks like a fucking spear good.
Yes.
I just thought of something. You know how Tokyo Mirage Sessions is like going for the Fire Emblem crowd?
Yeah.
And
they did a terrible job, by the way.
The new Fire Emblem is going for that Persona crowd.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they are, because they got the whole school thing, and then like the...
Build your relationships.
And that's so... What a... Man. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is a weird game. I like it, though. I'm enjoying it. There's just so much of it. It's like, fuck, why is this where we went? Why is this what we ended up with?
Why can't you be like my Personas?
I was hoping for more of a Shin Megami thing, but then there's no demons to collect. And I'm like, I kind of wanted a FE Pokemon sim. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it's one thing. Like, I don't like... I haven't not liked playing Pokemon, but I get that sort of experience with the Shin Megami shit. And I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But I get some sort of Pokemon-like experience. But you get my Zeus, my Thor, all my boys, Satan, Atlas. Yeah, I think SMT5's coming for Switch. I think. Can't wait to see what that's going to be.
That is the fucking like.
All
right, FE, get the fuck out of my way. That's the one I'm looking forward to.
That was like 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, but they said that they're officially on full development now. So.
Did that redone version of SMT, the Arctic one, get released? That was supposed to come out for the 3DS, I think.
It already did.
It already did? Alright, well.
Gotta check that out.
Better get that Persona 5 Revert Royal out of there. God, this fucking year. There's so many goddamn games coming out.
We can segue now.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna get the second list, the list that my personal list, because
of the games that
I want to do. You have your own list of games that I'm not interested in, but you know what? We both have games that we want to fucking buy this year.
I'll go first then, because it's smaller.
Okay.
My the main games I'm looking forward to this year. Final Fantasy VII Remake. No shit, right?
That's on mine.
And Animal Crossing, the new one. That's not on yours.
I just haven't tried Animal Crossing.
Listen, David.
I like Isabel. She's a cute
Your
dog.
lifestyle and the way you like playing games, you are never gonna like Animal Crossing. Because you just have no fucking time to devote you have like almost no time to devote to anything. There's no way you could play Animal Crossing. It is a demanding game.
Well, if it's portable, maybe. I mean, I played the fuck out of Death Stranding. I put hours and hours. I can put hours and hours into games, man.
Well, Animal Crossing I've been playing since the GameCube. I love that game with a passion. It only gets better as it goes on. And the 3DS one was fucking miraculous. I put 400 hours into that game.
Jesus Christ.
Just fucking catching sharks and like selling them. I fucking loved that game.
Yeah, people really like that series.
Mm-hmm. And it was one of the games that my friends bonded on.
Mm.
Like, straight up, I remember the day that game came out and my friend bought a DS just to play it with us. All three of us hung out from fucking the day we got it all the way up until 6 a.m.
Jesus.
The whole time, we had fucking Birdemic, Shock and Terror playing over and over and over again for that midnight.
Why?
And we were fucking dying.
Oh, God.
Every time the part comes up, we're like, you gotta get raises for $1 million. It's like, the way he shakes the fucking chair is the moment I remember. And I think that happened too with Monster Hunter. Only instead of that, it was super fast on Netflix.
Mm.
But anyway, yeah, dude, I have good memories of that game, for real.
What else is on your list for this year?
Those two are the main ones. But since so many games are coming out around the same time, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to get too many.
You said before that you would be down to play our Resident Evil 3 remake.
I would, but now they're coming out around the same time, so it's like, okay, I'm already getting 2 games in May. Final Fantasy VII got moved to April, right?
Yep.
Well, we'll see then. Is Resident Evil 3 coming out in March?
It's like the week before Final Fantasy VII.
Now or before?
Now.
I'm gonna get Rune Factory 4.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Re-release. That game's awesome. It's like Harvest Moon with combat, which I loved. I played that game before, except I lent it to my cousin who did not return it to me. So,
you get the remake.
Hell yeah.
Is that game like Etrian Odyssey?
No.
Thank God.
It's like Harvest Moon. Or, well, Story of Seasons now.
I don't know, no Harvest Moon. It's a gardening game.
Yes, dude.
I have no opinion. But,
you could form one, but I guess you're not gonna.
I have to play it first.
That's what I'm saying.
Well someday.
You know how you said Kojima said subtext is for...
cowards.
There's like zero... You have no detection of subtext. Like...
Are you saying you're a coward, Kevin?
I guess so, because that flew over your head too.
Well, you love me, so there's got to be something that you can withstand that makes it like me to deal with this fucking whatever my brain is.
Because you like cool shit and you're the homie.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Cool.
My list is longer.
What else is there coming out this year that I can't think of? For sure Final Fantasy VII, for sure fucking Animal Crossing, and I want to get Rune Factory, but we don't got a dead set release date yet. Another game I just remembered was getting re-released, which I'm fucking getting no matter what.
What is it?
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Oh, yeah.
That game is another one of those games I had fond memories of, because I had my cousin, and we'd get my SP.
Oh, no.
It was so fucking awesome. I loved that game.
A couple years ago, I thought I was going to play that game with other people, so I bought a GameCube and GBAs and link cables.
What?
Yeah, so I have that set up somewhere. But,
You never played with them?
No.
Dude, do you still have it all?
Somewhere.
All those SPs?
I think it's only 2 SPs and 1 GBA.
I have an SP, dude.
Yeah.
Me, you, and get somebody else, and we're playing fucking Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah.
The right way.
Okay. The sacred way.
I also have Four Swords Adventure, so
we're gonna have our own.
Too.
We're gonna have our own bucket, a real bucket.
Dude, those games.
We're gonna shit in.
Those. Shut the fuck up. Those games were the fucking shit. Four Swords, Crystal Chronicles.
Oh, I got Four Swords too.
That's a night, dude. That's a whole night right there.
That's a weekend.
That's weeks. That's weeks. Crystal Chronicles could go on for hours. I love that game. God damn. I can't wait for that re-release. Maybe I won't have to wait. But yeah, what else? What else am I thinking? What else is supposed to come out this year?
Well, let me get through my list.
Go for it. Yours is longer. Maybe minor.
All right.
Years. But those are the main three.
I'm gonna get Doom Eternal. I like them shoot games. I like Doom. Okay, it's gonna be your fucking trademark that you goddamn snoring through my shit, isn't it?
Just things I hate.
Dude, God, all right. I'll admit, the recent Doom isn't like amazing.
That game just upset me starting it up.
But I enjoyed it.
I expected something that I did not get. So
yeah, I go through with shit with no expectations. Ideally. Ideally. But thank God, His Holiness, that so many shit got pushed later this year, so that way I didn't have to. Because for a lot of these games, like The Witcher I mentioned earlier, I have games that I haven't played yet that I have to get to before I play these ones. So Final Fantasy VII Remake, I was gonna play the original first before I get the remake. No, I'm gonna do it. I already fucking started it.
I got to the second disc, and then I was like, I'm just gonna play the remake.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm glad I have more time, especially for The Witcher 2 and 3. I have until September for that one for Cyberpunk, and I said ideally I don't have expectations for Cyberpunk, but I hope that I'll enjoy it because that seems like my shit.
It just felt they promised so much stuff and then they backpedaled on so much of it that I don't think I'm gonna pick it up until I see what people think.
Yeah, I'll let you know what I think about it. And I'll let you know who the fuck listens to this.
I heard there was supposed to be like different factions you could join, but
yeah,
because so many people loved that it was Keanu Reeves, he's the only option now.
I think you can join different factions, but I think it's more limited than they were initially going to do it. But there are still options.
I still like. It could have been 3 different people. It would have been awesome. You know, like. I love that Keanu Reeves is in the game. I just hate how I feel like.
It ruined what was possible for how it's set up.
Yeah.
How the game ended up being.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. We talked about this before, privately, when we were talking about Keanu Reeves.
Yo, fuck Keanu. Anyway, keep going.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's in April. But before that is Resident Evil 3 Remake. And can't wait to play that. I think I played a little bit of 3. But I just watched Pat play that game again recently. When he did it recently, is
it like the first Resident
Evil? No, it's more action.
I might check it out. I don't know. I didn't enjoy 2 Remake as much as I thought I would.
Can I buy it back from you?
I already gave it to somebody.
Dios mío.
Yeah, well, I didn't want a game that didn't have a case.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna play it, so I just gave it to him because he did me a solid.
I think, was there something else in April?
Just whatever. Keep going.
Last
of Us 2.
That's in May.
That's in May?
That's May.
Oh,
it was going to be February. It was going to be next month. And then delayed it to May.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to fucking play the hell out of that.
Aren't we all?
Some people aren't into it. You get your little bit of
I'm
Troy
invested.
Baker.
I like Last of Us.
Yeah, tell me about it, because I played. I'm in the middle of playing that game like the 7th time. And I
There's so much to play, and yet you play the same game.
You know what? I know someone else that's a lot fucking worse than me, and just knowing that person, your fucking remark isn't gonna do shit to my the chinks in my armor.
It's not the only chink in here. Anyway, next.
Whoa!
That was a hot take. Next.
I'm burning from your fucking racism. Anyway.
Oh, god damn it. Subtext.
What the fuck is subtext about that?
There's no such thing as subtlety with you.
Subtlety is an art form, and I fucking hate art. So, anyway, Cyberpunk got moved to September, so I have all those months in between May and then to fucking get Witcher through. So thank God they fucking moved it. Otherwise, I would have been fucked between Resident Evil 3, Final Fantasy 7, and Cyberpunk, and then Last of Us in May. I would have been fucked. Thank God I'm not fucked.
Ooh! That was, glad that you're, not fucked. Anyway.
And, also, we don't know what the fuck, games are gonna come out for the new system. What they're gonna announce.
Senua's bitch.
That's that. Yeah, they announced that. 2.
It's
Bitch 2.
Hellblade, Senua's bitch. No, that's the sequel. It's Senua's sacrifice, then Senua's bitch. She went to hell. She found, I think it was Hades. Who's the... No. Who's the Nord god of death? Hela?
Yeah.
Went to hell, got Hela's like, bring my friend back, bitch! Bring my friend back! You know, the game is about her just making Hela do shit for her. Senua's bitch. She's like, so, is it true that people can't die anymore? Yeah. She went to hell and made Hela her bitch. That's fucking right. For some reason, they're British. I sure love Senua's sacrifice.
No, you're going for Australian.
Oh, whatever. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to kill David, but his poison's not working.
Yeah, the strawberry Fanta. I'm immune to strawberries.
The audience doesn't know about the strawberry Fanta.
Well, now I do.
Why would you bring it up?
Why would I bring it up? Because I have nothing else to grab onto.
Any more games?
Not for the release schedule, but
back to the original.
Well, yeah, I'm also playing Persona 5 again because Persona 5 Royal. That's what I'm missing. Persona 5 Royal was coming out end of March.
Why wouldn't you just wait for Persona 5 Royal?
Because I was in the middle of a playthrough and I might as well.
Oh, okay. That. All right. I can see that.
I'm like 2 dungeons away from finishing. I'm like, fuck it.
Next.
And then I want to compare it because apparently there's some. It's not just a remaster, you know. There's some differences in it. I want to know what the fuck. Like there might be some story differences.
I don't think they ever said it was a remaster.
I know. I'm just saying that, like there's gonna be. It's usually it's the
gold
Reduxed,
into the original.
The Reduxed is just added shit, right? But this one seems like it's gonna be some fucking changed story shit. So I want to see the differences.
Speaking of, the Final Mix DLC came out for Kingdom Hearts.
I hope it make the game better.
They did, apparently. That's what my friend told me. He's messaging me all day about how all the positive shit they changed to the game.
You said you only had to play that part. You don't have to play the whole game.
I'm not entirely sure, but I'll let you know.
If I have to play the whole game, I'm
actually,
not fucking going through it again.
No, you don't. You don't have to play the whole game, okay? But I just don't know how it works yet.
All right, because I might play it if it's separate. I might play it.
It apparently enhances gameplay a lot.
I hope
There's
so.
A lot of options to it.
There's a lot of fucking shit that was left. There's a lot of room for improvement there. That game. It's almost been a year.
I still don't agree with any of your negative. I think you have the most picky fucking stuff with that game. Legit. And you like Doom. You like the original Doom. So I mean the 2016 Doom. So
yeah, it's fine.
It wasn't a good game.
I like shooters. I like the shoot bang.
You could call that a shooter. Oh man.
There's guns in the game. What?
That's all that matters, right then, David? Oof.
So on the list, we're done with games. Games are over.
Okay.
Movies!
Woo!
I saw Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, yesterday. But last week we went and saw Jumanji 2, so I saw 2 before 1.
We sure did. And did it ruin your experience of the first one at all?
No. But I think 2's better.
Really?
Yeah.
I like 1 better than 2.
You know, maybe it's just which one you see first is better. Maybe it's just that sort of thing. But
well, you know what? I think those I think those movies are pretty on par with each other. I think they're both like very good.
I think they're...
Well, not even very, just decent. They're both decent.
I think 2's 4 out of 5, and 3 might be a 3. I mean, 1 might be a 3.
I think 1 is definitely... I think they're both 3s. I don't think they're masterpieces. I mean, the original Jumanji wasn't a masterpiece, but...
Well, I feel like just for sequels, they have the advantage of not having to set up shit for most of it.
Yeah.
For most things, like the characters in the world, and there's an advantage of that. Then you can just go into things.
See, here's...
Oh, sorry, go on.
Here's my thing about this. Okay, so there was 2 different Jumanji movies in the same universe. A lot of people don't remember. But the first one's Jumanji, Robin Williams. The second one is Zathura. And it's okay, so like in Jumanji, it's a jungle game. But in Zathura, it's a spaceship game. And it's really cool because it has, like, the characters, they just move, like, by themselves. And what I'm confused about is the video game in the third one just the Jumanji board? Just, like, evolved, or is it its own separate thing?
So in the 2017 one, the character in the beginning opens the game, and it's the one from the original, and he closes it, and then like light shoots inside of it, and it changes to a cartridge. So it did evolve.
I kind of wish they didn't do that, because then it would be consistent, like how there's these weird like cursed board games. So there's the spaceship one, and then someone just made like a Jumanji, but like as a video game.
You want them to be separate?
Yeah, and knowing that they did that is really upsetting. But it doesn't hurt my experience of the movie, because the movie is independent of that fact. And also, I heard Jack Black wanted to make... He thought it'd be interesting if they could make a Zathura one later on. Which I think would be really cool, because Zathura was actually really good. Or not really good, but just on par. And I'd be so down for another one of those, because that was cool. It was basically just Jumanji, but in space.
It's only one movie?
Yeah.
Interesting. Is it still Robin Williams?
No.
Okay.
Why would it be?
I don't know.
Like, I would be upset if they made the Zathura movie, but it was the people from Welcome to the Jungle. That'd be really fucking upsetting. Because, like, it's the same people. Like, it doesn't have to be connected. The other 2 weren't. I'm only okay with because this is clearly a sequel to the previous one. Yeah. And I didn't think they'd be able to make it work because it's the same people, but they made it work pretty well.
Well, it helps when you add Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I fucking love Danny. Seeing The Rock pretend to be Danny DeVito is fucking hilarious.
Oh, man. It's so good.
Yeah, it is. And
Kevin Hart, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. God, that was fucking... He's so spot on with that. Now, the emu is a member of the flightless bird family. It's like, fuck, dude, speak faster, please. And they acknowledge that in the movie.
I appreciate that the new people that are stuck with them are there, and they're able to explain it to them, because I was new to it.
Yeah,
and I feel like that helped me out.
I guess they also wanted to make it so that if it was your first time seeing the movie. Yeah. But I'm glad we saw that, because I really wanted to see that. And David wanted to watch Bad Boys, which I also heard was good. The new one.
I heard it was middling.
But I'm glad that was the movie we saw.
I'm glad that's what we saw. Yeah.
I knew it was something David would enjoy. Just knowing the movies or like the kind of humor we have. Because I know he probably liked.
Ooh, what's he gonna say?
You know what sucks? I had it on the tip of my tongue and it's gone. It kind of reminds me of Army of Darkness.
Oh.
You know, like it's serious, but there's humor to it.
Mm-hmm.
Glatu Barada Nikti, you know.
I said it. All right.
I can't believe you fucked it up. God damn it, Ash. Anyway.
He wasn't paying attention. He didn't give a shit.
I love that movie. We gotta watch that. We should have a whole fucking Evil Dead marathon.
We're gonna include the remake? No, right?
It's in the same universe, isn't it?
No.
Something like that. I know Sam Raimi wants to make another one, but like, what's his name? Bruce Campbell's like done.
Oh, he did the TV show.
He said that after the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It's fine. He's old as fuck now.
So?
He don't need to continue that shit.
He could be like that fucker in Bubba Hotep, and I would be 100% pleased.
Bubba Hotep sequel?
Hell yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
With Evil Dead.
With Lincoln? Or no. What was he playing?
Elvis.
No, the co-star. He thought he was what president? I only saw
don't remember.
I only saw James Rolfe's review of it.
He liked it.
Yeah.
It's a cult classic.
Yeah, we should watch it someday.
Yeah, we should. But yeah, Jumanji was good. We enjoyed Jumanji.
Yeah, I think 2 is better.
I think 1 is better, but I think they're both on par. Or I'll just say I like 1 better.
Mm-hmm. Other movies I saw. Do you see any movies besides that?
I don't go to the theaters like you do.
Well, you know what I didn't see in theaters? Marriage Story.
What the hell is that?
It's on Netflix. It's a Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver going through a fucking divorce.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Is it a drama?
Give it a 4 out of 5. Oh yeah, it's drama as fuck. Dram about a fucking failed marriage.
I like to cha-cha. I like to cha-cha. You don't like Drab?
I'll let you have your moment.
I'm done with that. I don't remember the rest of the song.
That'll be your fucking JoJo song.
With a Dominican. No, that's all I know. Fucking Drab.
Marriage Story. Do you know La La Land?
Is it a musical?
No.
Was it directed by the same guy?
No. I think.
Does it belong to the Bird family?
Just answer the fucking question. Have you seen La La Land?
You seem so aggravated that I didn't give you that answer.
No, because you're going to go on a line of questions that I'm going to keep saying no to. Just fucking answer the question.
I was going to do a 20 questions bit, but I could see that was doomed to fail from the start.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm locked in this car with you.
You locked yourself in.
La La Land.
Did you see it or no?
Is not a movie I've seen.
Okay, there you go. But I'll just say that La La Land and Marriage Story are kind of like spiritually connected in a way.
Were they directed by the same guy?
No, I don't think so.
So how are they spiritually connected?
And that they're about a couple that, well, like La La Land is like a couple getting together and then falling apart, and this one is about a marriage couple that is already falling apart, and kind of resolves. And that's interesting. And they're both about fucking two couples where one of them has a weird fucking face, but is also charming in a weird way.
Adam Driver.
With Adam Driver and Emma Stone.
That's just Adam Driver in real life.
Oh yeah. I always thought he had a weird fucking face when I first saw him in Star Wars, and I'm like, oh wait, there's yeah. Keep the mask on, Jesus.
For real. I wish I could have seen JJ's original concept.
J. Jonah Jameson?
Continue. I'm getting too into shit.
But no, Marriage Story was good. Definitely makes me sure that I never fucking get married. Jesus Christ. Because, I mean, if marriages work out, so that's a good thing, you know? But if they don't, you have to get a divorce, like some people I've known.
I know this is...
It's a goddamn fucking wreck in your life.
Okay. Never mind.
What are you
gotta go back. No, I was gonna say, I know this is probably a bad, like, thing, because this is based on real shit, but, like, it's a movie. But, I mean, you just have, like, you just stated real life experiences. So my point is moot. Did you see any other movies? What would you rate that?
I gave it it's a 4 out of 5.
Probably won't check it out, but...
If you want to feel bad, watch the movie.
No. That solidifies I'm never seeing it. I hate movies that make you feel like shit.
Oh, man, you're missing out.
Like on what? On what movie am I missing out on?
No, I just mean like that sort of mentality.
Oh. I just fucking hate... Like, a horror movie is at least fun.
Okay.
But if it's like terms of endearment shit, it's like I don't feel like feeling like crap today. No.
Having kids, fine. Marriages, get fucked. That's my stance on things.
I don't agree with you.
Whoa. Why?
I feel like so many people are so against marriage, and then they're eventually gonna reach a point where it's like, I want to be with you forever. It's just such a fucking young person thing to say. Like, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids. It's like, shut the fuck up. You're probably going to. I mean, can't speak for you, but that's just a lot of...
Well, I would like to think my view is more fucking nuanced than that, but yeah.
I'm sure it is. Because you're smart. You're smarter than a lot of people I know.
Oh, wow. That's surprising. I'm dumb in a lot of ways, though.
I mean...
Yep. Anyway,
like,
Nick,
you think things differently than a lot of people. I'll put it that way. If you really want to see yourself that way.
All right.
Continue.
I have no other way of being.
Just be you.
Those are the movies I watched. I still haven't watched The Irishman. Because, like, it's a long movie. I got no time for this. I don't play my Death Stranding.
I legit have not seen... I've not been interested in any new movies, in any new TV shows. Mm-hmm. I kind of wanted to watch the new season of BoJack Horseman, but I'm just so off that train.
Yeah, you didn't go with me to go see Star Wars 9. Wait, do we save that? Do we just go into it?
Do you have any other movies?
No.
Okay, this is the part of the Talkcast I've both looked most forward to and dreaded to the fucking core.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where we talk about the latest installment, the latest canon official installment of the Star Wars... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. The Skywalker Saga.
Mm-hmm. Ending with Rise of the Skywalker as the title.
God. I fucking hate Ray.
So let's get the ground rules set. You didn't see the movie.
I refuse to waste my money on that film, and I refuse to have my friends waste their own money to get me to see that film. So there was just no way I was going to see that movie when it came out. If it's streaming on whatever, or if it just so happens to be on TV, I'll take a glance at it. But knowingly wasting money on that is a no-no.
So for me to discuss it, are you...
I already know what happens.
You already know what happens?
Yes.
So spoilers are fine?
Spoiler alert. We're gonna do an interesting take here. So...
You read what happens in the movie and I saw the movie?
No. Well, yes, but you're going to talk about the ending of the new trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to talk about the beginning of the original new trilogy.
Oh, fuck. I didn't watch the Phantom Edit. No, it's fine.
No. I don't mean the prequel.
I know, I'm just saying.
Oh.
I meant to do that.
Well, it's fine.
Yeah.
I read the first book in the Thrawn trilogy, which is heavily considered retaliation. You're allowed. But I read the first book in the Thrawn trilogy, which is heavily considered to be the original sequel trilogy to A New Hope. And it spawned... It is literally... God, I've been using that a lot, and I fucking hate people who use literally all the time. But legit, it is the sole reason why the extended universe exists the way it does.
Really?
Yep. It's what spawned all the shit we know.
Interesting.
Of the original universe. Characters in that have become loved by generations. Fucking Thrawn. Mara Jade, who is originally Luke Skywalker's wife.
I think I've heard that name.
I think the original Ben Solo, the prototype.
Sorry, that noise you made sounded like fucking Duel of the Fates.
Shut the fuck up. There was so much shared in these. It's kind of outdated because they use terms like Dark Jedi.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a cool concept.
It's just evil Jedi, but they didn't know what to call them because at the time, we didn't know. It came out before the prequels. So
it was like murderous priests or murderous monks.
Kinda, yes. This guy in particular, he's just one, but he wants Leia's kids. But I'll go into it. Do you want me to just talk about it now, or do you want to go into the movie?
You get it over with, because I'm not particularly interested.
Well, it was better than what you saw. So.
Probably.
But anyway, I mean, I'm saying that out of spite, but I genuinely feel like it was probably better.
Like, if someone made a video being like, yo, this is what happened in these books, I'd be like, yo, that's pretty cool.
Well, here's the thing. I think what was the first one called again? Do you remember? Episode 7?
Oh, that's the Force Awakens.
I think The Force Awakens did a good job at what it was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it came out at a time when we just fucking had nothing. The prequels were done. It was over. It's how many years since the first Star Wars? This is the movie we needed at the current time to get us back into Star Wars.
Yeah, I do feel like it hit at a good time.
And a lot of people don't like this movie, but this is how it had to be.
I think people like it now in retrospect.
Yes.
Definitely a lot more now.
And what's it called? How am I forgetting what the first one's called?
Number 8?
No, the book.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that shit.
I'll look it up. But how that is, it starts, I believe, 5 or 3 years after Return of the Jedi ends.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it right here. Heir to the Empire. Heir to the Empire.
That's a cool moment.
Yeah.
In history.
And it happens right after that, where like Leia is trying to keep the Senate going, right? And she's pregnant too. She's also training to become a Jedi. And Luke is just kind of like with them, like kind of trying to figure himself out. And this story is, it sets things up. So the first thing we're introduced to is Thrawn. This guy Thrawn, he's an expert tactician, and he has like the Captain Pelion who's below him is always confused by Thrawn. Like, he's basically our self-insert in those moments.
I love tacticians.
He's fucking awesome. He'll lay out every plan, like, why would we go blah, blah, blah? Like, send all the blockades. Send them all in? Like, why would we do that? And then, like, there's nobody there, right? And then, like, suddenly all the starships come in. And by the time that happens, the fucking blockade comes up and now they can't get through. Because he can tell. And he has this whole, like, virtual art museum. Well, it just seems like art, right? But when you realize it, it's not, like, just so him to... It's for him to, like, examine, all right, this is how they think. Like, this is their art. Like, I can take this from their art. And he's fucking cool.
It's calculating.
Yes.
Dickhead.
And the thing about this series is that it establishes something that I think is canon in the modern...
universe.
But, because Thrawn is canon again, but not in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
There's these things called Islamari, which are lizards that grow on the roots of
Islam?
like forest trees. Shut up. But they have anti-force. They reject force.
Hold on. It sounds stupid.
It
This is
is.
a stupid alert. Okay, go on.
No, but it's just like I like the way they introduced that, because yes, it does sound stupid, but it was a natural like evolution, because these animals who are force sensitive, they use the force to track down like prey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these lizards, they adapted in a way to conceal themselves from the force.
Mm.
So Thrawn's like, okay, so we need that. We need a bunch of those fucking lizards. I'm not even kidding. And he gets them and he puts them around his ship.
No way.
And that's what rejects, like it prevents the Jedi from getting to him.
That's
or
kind of
whatever.
funny, but okay. Yeah, I get that. Makes sense.
It's a force bubble. Like, you can't go through it. And he needs it, because he needs that dark Jedi I was talking about.
Uh-huh.
He needs him for his plans. And the only way he can safely have him aboard his ship, where he can't use the force, is with those lizards.
Yeah.
So, it does sound stupid, but remember, like, we didn't know anything about the force back then.
And also, it's a writer coming up with this shit.
Hey, man. This was a good book.
I know, I'm just saying. This is someone's idea.
But, word gets out about this guy. And then there's this fucking... Okay, so... We killed Jabba the Hutt.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have the new guy. The other big shot that came from the ashes.
Pizza Hut.
Yes. Pizza the Hutt. His name is Talon Card. And he's like this suave, Spanish-sounding dude. Like, we have to get Luke Skywalker in order to give him to... like that.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the audiobook, by the way, guys. And with him, he's got his group, like, being fucking gangsters. And he has this chick working with him named Mara Jade, who fucking hates Luke Skywalker with a passion. She can't stand him.
Fuck you do? Wait, was that his wife?
Well, it's that they introduced her.
Oh, okay.
You don't know that yet, so that's why, So, it's like this whole thing where Luke is doing his own investigations. Like, what do I do with the Jedi Order now? Like, where am I supposed to go?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, the Dark Jedi, is like desperately trying to get to Luke to make him his slave or whatever. I don't fucking know what he's trying to do. They haven't established that.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants Leia's kids too, because Thrawn told him she was pregnant. And he's like, okay, I can make these two my new apprentices of the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh man, there's just so much going on. But long story short, Leia has to go into hiding because these gray aliens are trying to kill her. And Luke is looking for this Dark Jedi, whatever, and he gets captured by Talon Card. All the while, Han and he meets up with Lando on his new like mining thing, and they're going to go visit Talon Card to ask him about like to help them out with the war because the Empire is still going on. And they need aid, the blockade. But he's like in the middle ground, Talon. Because he's talking directly to Thrawn, but Han is, trying to convince him to go on their side. So it's this whole thing where they're all on Talon's planet, which name escapes me. Is where they get the lizards from.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it just escalates from there. And I think that's pretty much all I can say. But it turns out Mara hates Luke because they get stranded together. That's how fucking villains always... That's how two people who hate each other get together, is that they spend... a life or death situation together.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out she was actually the right-hand man to Palpatine.
Uh-huh.
And she did like all of his dirty work for him behind the scenes. And she was supposed to kill Luke on Jabba's palace. But because he murdered Jabba, it fucked everything up. And she had nowhere to go. So she joined Talon Card. And she killed, Palpatine. So what was she supposed to do now? So... And also, those gray aliens who were trying to kill Leia, get this, they were not trying to kill her, they were trying to get to her so they could confirm that she was the daughter of Darth Vader, because Darth Vader fucking ruled over these people. And they were like, she is the son of the daughter of Vader or something like that in their language. They kept calling her that. And that's basically where the story ends. Like, there's a big mining fight between Luke and Red Squadron and like what's the name, Thrawn's space troopers.
Yeah.
But it establishes a lot in that first book where I'm like, I'd love to see this if this was a movie. And
you didn't get it.
Huh?
You didn't get it.
I didn't get it. But then I was thinking, could we have gotten this movie in a modern age?
Nope.
No. Because one, all those actors are old. And two, it's just so different and so, like, outdated.
Mm-hmm.
We just couldn't get the right adaptation. But still, I feel like this book captures what makes Star Wars beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
And these new movies just can't do that. It feels plastic in its
That's a good way to put it.
conception.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That being said, I think this is better than Episode 7, but I now have a weird newfound appreciation for what Episode 7 got away with for what it was.
Mm.
Okay. I'm sure all of that sounded weird because I couldn't really describe it as well. But hearing it was... It just felt like these were the characters I had grown up watching.
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing them in the newer trilogies just kind of felt like these are clones of these characters. You know?
Shadows.
And I started the second one. I haven't finished it, but it feels like it's going in that steady pace where it's like these are still Han and Luke and Leia, and this all feels right.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't get that from the new Disney trilogy. I think the only character they kind of got right was, maybe Leia. And they didn't even do that well.
No, she just turned into wise. Old lady.
And she wasn't even like that in the other movies.
No, she wasn't.
Aren't you a little young to be a stormtrooper? She was a wise ass.
Yep.
Like the part like, what are you doing? Saving our skins! Like, scruffy-headed nerf herder? So why don't you just end this off and talk about episode 9?
Well, after 9, I rated the whole new trilogy. 7's a 4 out of 5. 8's a 2 out of 5.
I fucking hate that movie with a passion.
And 9 is a 3 out of 5. But, it's a big but.
What was 7 again? Sorry.
4 out of 5.
Okay.
I think I enjoyed 9 more than 8, given my rating. But 9 is so... It's entertaining, but it's very uninteresting.
Before you go on, what do you give the prequels?
I can't rate them. I need to rewatch them.
Fair enough. But I think I enjoy the prequels way more than...
I have a lot of bias against the prequels, but it's unfounded.
I think a lot of people...
Well, it's not really unfounded.
There's just so much there that can be built upon, which is what made the prequels so good and so successful. Like, you can hate it, the story structure is god-awful, but there is just so much there to be picked apart. Mm-hmm. And they did that, and that's what makes it so memorable, in my opinion. Because it just kept going. Like, it expanded. Clone Wars is probably the best product of that, and it's a cartoon, but... yeah.
So, 8 was interesting, but watching it was a fucking chore.
I don't know...
Like, there was potential in 8. 9 was a fucking slapdash fucking fest.
8 felt like the beginning. 8 felt like the beginning, and was supposed to be the middle part of a trilogy. None of these movies feel tied together, by the way. Like, I don't think any of these movies feel consistent while watching them. And it feels like Act 1, Act 1.5, and then, like, Act 3, 4, and 5.
In 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9. The pacing in 9 is so fucking fast that I just didn't give a shit. what was happening. But I just kept being like, I don't care for this. But there's also there's just action and shit that they put in. It's like, I guess this is entertaining.
And
I was not having a good time, but it's visuals, it's moving parts. But I wasn't having fun with these characters. There wasn't much to them.
I don't even like most of them.
And the story and how they get to some place. Like, you read everything that happens?
Yes.
It's a nitpick, I guess, but there's a fucking festival that they happen to go to where they need to go.
Oh, I haven't heard this. Well, keep going. I don't care.
It's like a once-in-a-fucking-century festival that they happen to be here, right in the same day that the fucking Palpatine announces he's gonna fuck everyone up in 12 hours. And I'm like, do we need to have this festival scene? Where it has, like, all this culture shit that happened. I don't know, it's contrivance. I just felt like it was unnecessary. And then Lando is in there helping them. Out of nowhere. Why were you here, Lando?
Isn't it confirmed that he's force sensitive?
Lando?
Yeah. In the movie. No, right?
I don't think in this one. I think he talked about the Force. I don't know, the fuck. Everything went by so fast. I can't even. There's no time to breathe. There's no time to fucking take shit in.
Like, Finn is apparently force sensitive.
They didn't fucking. Shout out to Cosmonaut Variety Hour. That dude, he reviewed the whole trilogy. After he reviewed the previous two, and he liked 7, and they didn't fucking do shit with him in 8 and 9. They didn't do shit with Finn. There was so much potential with him being a fucking
Stormtrooper.
Former stormtrooper. They didn't do anything that was like, they fucked him over.
See, and that story has been done so much already, and they could have done it justice. Like, they know. What's her name from fucking Rebels? I think Sabine was a fucking stormtrooper, and they, like, tortured her a lot. Like, that's something you can work with. Maybe Finn got tortured and, like, shit, right? Because he's been with them for a long time.
Yeah. Also, just with Finn and Phasma.
Yeah.
Phasma got fucking...
killed her in 2, right?
Yeah, Nate. No big payoff. Like, apparently there's a deleted scene where it's a lot more satisfying. But that's similar to 9, where Hux gets fucking ganked, and it's the most unceremonious thing ever. But he was in the other movies.
Yeah.
He wasn't a main character.
Yeah. But
he was around as, like, a sort of villain guy that was around, and they just fucking killed him off for, like, nothing. It's fucking stupid. Like, the choices in this movie,
and
it's not satisfying.
You gotta remember, this trilogy was not made with a vision in mind, but with money being made. Like, that was the
sole fucking thing was, we gotta make money. We gotta make these movies and make some money.
I feel like with George Lucas, he had a vision.
At least.
Like, as polarizing as they may be, the prequels tell a consistent story that I don't feel is out of place. It has, like, stupid scenes, but I feel like everything flows well enough to tell a coherent story. Little good kid, strong with the Force, turns evil, goes Darth Vader. That's it. This movie is... get Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. Give it to Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, it's a lot of...
Luke Skywalker won't train me. Luke Skywalker will train me.
Yeah, it's very reliant on...
Now we're on a casino. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's very reliant on the shit from the other movies. And for its own narrative. And there's so many... Oh, go on.
That's why I like the book so much, because I feel like there's so much new shit in this. Like, even if it's, like, non-canon or whatever, I feel like this is more canon than what is actually considered to be, like, existent in this universe. I mean, you know, Force Lizards is stupid, but they establish it in a way where it's like, alright, I can see that happening. Because even in the prequels, they established that the Force is a physical thing. Like, midichlorians, like, you can measure that You can measure the force.
But why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. Why? Because it exists.
No, but why does it matter that's physical?
Huh?
Why does it matter that's physical?
I lost my own thought. I lost my train of thought because you said why.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, fam.
I don't give a shit anyway.
Wow.
Or would I have?
Ooh.
I don't know. He didn't say it.
I'm just saying that, like, all this stuff we could be working with, and they squandered it.
Yeah. Even the dumb shit Ryan Johnson did for that in that movie. He at least had some new shit that he was thinking of doing with the characters.
Okay.
And, you know, the points have been made online and every shit and all the other shit that I watched. I'm not going to go over them.
Back to the whole, we had a coherent vision here, George Lucas. There was no coherent vision. There was no vision. There wasn't a single fucking vision here. In fact, I heard George Lucas gave them his script and they just straight up threw it away.
Yep.
It's like, you didn't even fucking look at it? Like, he made Star Wars. He's trying to help you make money. And you didn't even look at it. And you know what? I think it's the backlash with prequels. Like those fuckers at RLM who won't shut up about how much they hate the prequels. It's like this backlash that has formed over these internet, like, even fucking AVGN, like all these older people who are talking about, like, I hate them, they're bad, they're not good, prompted Disney to be like, okay, well, we can't have George Lucas doing anything with these movies because he'll just ruin it like the prequels. So they had to get somebody new. They threw away all influence from George Lucas, and they made something different.
I don't think that's bad, in a way.
I
like, in itself, you know? It's what you do with it. And like you said, there wasn't a vision. There wasn't a plan to what they wanted to do. They just wanted to fucking...
But
JJ wanted to make some goddamn animatronics and some physical shit. Be like, isn't this cool? We're making a
was a
movie.
Script, though. It wasn't the actual film.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't what... He didn't tell them what to put in the movie. I mean, I'm just saying that to disregard the man who made this series, to just reject his outright advice or whatever, I feel like was damning to this trilogy. It was never going to succeed. And it's all because of the backlash. Because people hate George Lucas now. He's a fucking monster for doing what he did to the prequels, you know?
Some people's reaction is like, yeah, what the fuck? It's a movie, bro. Chill out.
And they're not perfect, but there's so many good ideas in these movies. So, I don't know. I feel like people hated on George Lucas for so long. He knows Jar Jar was a bad idea. He's not stupid. He tried to fix it. He didn't put Jar Jar back in these movies just to piss everybody off. He was like, all right, well, now I have to justify Jar Jar. And he ends up killing all the Jedi. That's justification, at least. At least George Lucas thought enough ahead where he's like, all right, well, now I got to make sure that this gets an ending, you know? And in these new trilogies, it's just like, all right, well, I'm just going to tell my story, and hopefully the next guy gets it done.
It's such a weird way to make a franchise.
It is. But remember, again, more on backlash. So, fuck George Lucas.
Yep.
Let's make our own movie. But now people are polarized on...
Last Jedi.
No, the first one.
Oh, yeah, I guess they did start back
Force
then.
Awakens, and they were like, oh, okay, fuck JJ.
Oh, well, no, JJ didn't want to do it. That's the whole... That's it, what happened, I think.
No, I think he did want to do it, and Disney just forced him out.
No, I don't think that's right.
You genuinely don't think so?
Yeah, I think JJ was like, I don't want to do it right now.
Did he say that?
I think so.
I don't think so. I get the feeling that's what happened, because Disney is a very shady company. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, and I don't believe a lot of the things that they tell us or the people involved with Disney tell us. Like that time, what's his name? They took what's his name off of Guardians, the third one?
Oh.
James Gunn.
James Gunn, yeah.
And then they brought him back anyway, a few months later. And I fucking wholeheartedly believe they planned that. They were just going to wait for time to pass, and then he would come back, and they would do the third one. So I don't know. I think they say a lot of things. But having someone else direct the second movie is the straw that broke the camel's back. That is what destroyed this trilogy, absolutely. And I hated him. I hated Rian Johnson when that movie came out because now there's just no potential. It's wasted, destroyed.
That's not true.
Well, hang on. I hated him. But now I just feel terrible for him.
Yeah?
Because he just wanted to make a movie. All right? And the movie he thought he would make. And it's like, you have that now on your record that you made one of the, like, most damning Star Wars films ever.
Mm-hmm.
And your movies aren't bad. But
Nope.
that's just going to stick with you, dude.
Yeah, Knives Out came out this last year, and people loved it.
And he made Looper, right? Was it Looper?
Yeah, Looper.
Yeah. So, I have disdain for your film, but I just... It's stuck with you now, man. And I'm sure Disney, like, did the same thing they did with JJ, and they limited what you could do.
Mm.
So can we really blame JJ and Rian Johnson for how crappy this trilogy is? Yes.
Yeah.
But is it completely their fault?
No. Obviously.
I'm blaming Disney.
Well, Disney's also the people that had Edgar Wright fucking walk off of Ant-Man because they limited their no, was it that? Well,
see, if they had such a set goal with the Marvel trilogy, the Marvel universe, I don't see why they couldn't do the same thing with Star Wars.
it's only 3 movies.
Well, I heard Kevin Feige is going to take reins of the Star Wars franchise now, which is smart because he knows what he's doing.
You would think they're just planning 3 movies. Marvel did like what, fucking 20?
Mm-hmm. And they're all
Insane.
in their own experience. Like, they're samey, but they're all, like, unique enough, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, Endgame was fucking... That was the Marvel movie for the longest time. So, it's crazy.
Now it's about Black Widow.
Oh, I love Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson had a divorce.
I thought you were going to say Danny DeVito. Like, Danny DeVito's in that? Yo, Black Widow!
Oh, so Kylo Ren and Black Widow get a divorce? Marriage Story.
Hey!
It's so fun when you can do that.
I will finish when I'm ready. I came 10 minutes ago. Anyway. I don't know what else there is to say.
I'm glad I saw the end. I didn't have to wait for it. I'm glad I got it over with.
I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I'm glad I didn't see it. And
I'm glad I paid discount ticket price.
There you go. Because you probably got it for free, no?
No.
I like Mandalorian. That feels
Let's go on to Mandalorian.
I feel more Star Wars.
Hey, that's a good show.
We didn't talk about it already?
No.
Alright,
I don't
sweet.
think so. No, it came out, I watched it over my recovery.
So let's talk about good Star Wars shit for once.
Thank God. At least there's some hope
For real.
Star Wars.
And
it took a fucking guy that did Marvel movies.
a guy who did Marvel movies and the guy who made Zathura.
Oh, really?
He made Zathura.
Interesting.
What's his name? Jon Favreau?
You did the third?
Yeah, he made Zathura. Or he directed it. But Dave Filoni, who has been George Lucas's right-hand man since Clone Wars.
Oh, was he?
He was in charge of Clone Wars.
I didn't know it.
He was in charge of Rebels for like 2 seasons. Then he came back for the 4th season and got good again. But 3rd season's a mixed bag. But anyway, and he was the head of the cartoon division until they were like, okay, Dave, you are the only aspect of Star Wars people like anymore. We're going to put you on The Mandalorian. He was like, all right, cool. Hey, he's doing Mandalorian with Jon Favreau.
Yep, season 2 announced. 8 episodes. It was a good time.
And here's another blessing that I can... Fuck, I'm sorry, David. Do you want to...
No, I'm good.
I'm talking about... This is related. Disney ousted George Lucas when they should have at least heard him out. And John and Dave have, like, I've seen photos of them having George Lucas on set watching it being filmed.
Yeah, they had him on.
Multiple of them. And I'm like, this is right. This is right. Maybe he's not writing anything. Maybe he's not giving, like, directive input or whatever. But at least calling him out to see it and, like, experience. Maybe give, like, a little notes, like, to Dave, like, maybe you should do the blah, blah, blah. Like, that's perfect. He created this world, you know? Like, having his input means so much.
Yeah, he set up the Mandalorians, right? In the fiction. The lore.
I believe so. And, like, he held Baby Yoda. He's like,
yeah?
You know, what we could do with this is we could build him in CGI. And, you know, I think he could be really cool. You know, we just had, like, a little green ghost thing in there. CGI and the baby there. Yeah, he's the key to all this. That Baby Yoda.
You being serious?
No.
Okay.
Those are the famous lines George Lucas said about Jar Jar Binks when the prequels being made. It's like, Jar Jar is the key to all this.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I never heard that.
There's the famous clip from, I think it was a documentary, where he, like...
He's the key to, I mean...
He put with markers everything that was going to be CGI, and he just went over fucking scenes with that yellow marker. And that's classic. He's the key to all this.
I mean,
but I have seen, there is a picture of him holding Baby Yoda. He looks unenthused. Like, we could have just built this for CGI.
I think he's just old.
Yeah. Apparently,
he's rich.
What's his name? Werner Herzog cried when he saw the Baby Yoda for the first time.
Whoa.
He said it was just so lifelike. It blew me away.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
He's a weird guy, though.
He's German or something?
He's cool. I like his movies. Yeah, so...
Mandalorians are fucking dope, dude.
Mandalorian's fucking... Dude, you haven't even seen Clone Wars either. That's when they were, like, really pushed. At least in the main, like, movie, TV shit.
Yeah, fuck Boba Fett. I used to think Boba Fett was cool. Because he was green and he was a guy that
Boba Fett's not even a Mandalorian.
He's not.
A lot of people don't realize that.
He's a bitch.
He's a lame-ass clone son of Jango Fett.
I didn't think he was a clone son. I thought he was just that guy's son.
He says literally, the aliens on Camino literally stop saying literally! Told Obi-Wan he was specially made clone just for Jango Fett.
Interesting.
But just like with no age-altering shit.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's lame. That's even lamer than I thought.
Yeah, well, that's a...
Whatever, they're both lame. Fuck Jango.
Fuck Boba. Saboba is better.
Stealing Mandalorian armor and posing. Fuck that.
Fucking
Mandalorians
douchebag.
are cool.
Hell yeah.
You know what? You know what, Kevin?
What?
This is the way.
I have spoken. See, I ain't joking.
But I'm smoking.
He's just like, will you shut the fuck up for like 5 seconds? Like, I get it.
But I'm smoking.
Yeah, that's good. You want to hear this, Mandalorian? Yeah, just let me take off my... Hey! I'm not going to do that.
You want some of this egg?
It's fucking awesome.
Suka.
Oh, that's right. They just started laughing at him. Your Jawa's terrible. Anyway.
And then he tries to burn their ass.
Real.
Man, that guy is cool. I like the Mandalorian. I like the culture. I like the line, "Weapons are my religion."
Weapons are my religion. What does she say to him? It's like Mandalorians aren't a religion; they're a people.
They're a creed or a code or something like that. It's
weird. It's pretty much established as a religion, but it's more than that, I guess. It's weird how they do the whole helmet thing though, because they have like...
No. They said it's not a race.
Oh,
it's it's sort of like a religion.
They say that like, I like that too. How it's like a rival religion to like Jedi. How that's technically a religion. Mm-hmm. But, fuck! I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway, spoilers, whatever. I don't give a shit. I want to talk about the series.
It's basically a Star Wars Talkcast at this point.
So, the first 3 episodes are basically an arc.
Yes.
And then it goes into some side stories with 4. 4 is important because it ties into the end.
Yeah.
But 5 and 6 are their own separate side stories.
I really liked 6.
And then 7 and 8 are the ending.
The ending.
But I think 3 is my favorite episode.
Mando! Yeah, I remember that.
Because, well, one of the big things was...
Hang on, what if when Carl Weathers' character comes out, and he's just like, I didn't hear you ring the bell, Paulo. He pulls out his blaster. Ding! Ding! It's the eye of the Mando. He's gonna shoot your ass, or he's gonna use the Force with a baby.
Do the hand thing, baby.
Wow! What if he did that and like this? He just put it, like it was like straight up strong for that one moment. Like holy shit! That was badass.
You can only say shit once.
Oh, that's right.
But it's a stream. You can say it how many times you want, Disney.
Shit.
3 is my favorite. Yeah, he's. Yeah, I thought he was from Rocky. He's Apollo Creed, and then wasn't he also in Predator?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he's you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. One of my favorite scenes in a film ever.
Yeah, one of the best. Top 20.
Well, what would you rate Mandalorian overall?
4 out of 5.
Me too.
Just cause 5 was a weak episode.
5 is the one with...
They go to Tatooine.
Is that the one with the guy who's like...
Yeah.
A lot of people like that one better than the one with the town, with the little village.
Number 4, yeah.
I didn't like that one too much.
No, I like that one more because of the Republic Commando.
See, I like the fifth one because it kind of just establishes that there's other people out there doing the same thing he does. I mean, they already did do that, but there's like more of them, which I like. The 6th episode is a treat. That's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's different.
But it's one of my it's one of the highlights of the season for me.
I like Bill Burr.
What does he say? I'm not a stormtrooper, wise ass. Just like, oh, Bill, you just couldn't help yourself, could you? Of course you cursed.
He felt like he didn't want to do it.
Because
he's not a nerd.
Yeah, I feel like he nailed it, honestly.
Yeah, well, Jon Favreau was like, no, I think you'd be good for it.
Yeah, well, he didn't want to do it originally.
Yeah, because he didn't want to do it originally. And then his wife was like, fucking do it. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
And Jon Favreau, he put him onto it.
Did he like it? Did he like doing it?
Yeah, I think he liked doing it. He thought it was cool.
Cool. I liked his character. I thought he was cool.
Yeah,
I liked all those characters, actually.
I liked his gun shit on his shoulder.
I liked the red dude, the demon dude.
I didn't really like that guy.
Well,
make him a different color.
I'm not
I'm
not bringing him up because I like him. That's Mr. Krabs.
What?
That's Mr. Krabs.
The voice?
Yeah.
Really?
That's straight up him. Clancy Brown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't hear the part where he's going, "Hey, Mando, you're spending all my money!" And, do you remember, you've seen Harry Potter, right?
Yes.
Not. The pink chick was Tonks. She's one of the Ministry of Magic, or what are they called? The Order of the Phoenix? She's one of the members.
Oh, okay.
She was also in Game of Thrones, but
couldn't tell with all that her fucking purple
right?
shit.
But I just like that they were all like really interesting cast, and I could get behind that. I liked 6, but my favorite episode was the last one.
No.
Last 2 were really good.
Number 3 I liked a lot. One of the reasons is I was fully bought into that when the Mandalorian betrayed the guild, that his fellow Mandalorians would not get behind him, because I was convinced that
they hated him, right?
They would hate him because now he's fucking shit for them.
Yeah.
He's betraying the tribe, doing his own shit, going against, because bounty hunting I felt like was like what the Mandalorians could live off of in the world, having been wiped out. But then they come in with fucking jetpacks and start shooting the shit up and backing him up. I'm like, wow. This is the way.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sold.
That is the way. Fuck.
I couldn't help myself.
Episode 3 was a really good episode. And
Do you know the way?
I think... Quiet Knuckles. I think it starts strong and ends strong. But the middle is just... I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize this, but the 4th episode was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. And I think that's why the episode was bad, because she cannot direct.
I think it was like I was told. Well, I listened and heard that I was her first time directing.
Yeah, it should be allowed.
And she got help by other people. And Jesus Christ, man, it's kind of weird though how TV series have like different directors for each episode. I always found that odd.
Sounds like nepotism.
What do you mean?
In its finest form. Bryce Dallas Howard, the daughter of Ron Howard, a famous director and actor.
Oh, you mean for that specific case?
Yes.
Okay. I'm talking about generally.
But I still think that was one of the weaker episodes. So she needs work.
Totally. It was definitely one of the weaker episodes.
I think 6 is still kind of weak, but I just like it. Like I just like that whole premise.
It's different.
Yeah. The last 2 episodes are very strong for me. I think 3, 7, and 8 are the best episodes of the season. If I had to pick 3, I like the Mudhorn one too. Because it's just Baby Yoda and Mando. But 7 and 8 just felt like really strong episodes. Like everything tied together here. Like,
I think 8 was better.
8 is better than 7, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like one thing.
Because they have to set it up and all this shit with 7.
But 7 was a good setup. You don't think so? I thought so.
I thought it was a good setup, but I just didn't. I don't know. I just felt like now that I saw 8, like I'm not gonna watch 7 again. Or
7 has really good parts in it.
Yeah, the guy dies and all that.
Not even just that. Just like
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying shit.
Okay. But anyway, 8 though, the ending of that
jetpack.
He got the jetpack. He got
that scene was awesome.
And the fucking
going against Fate. Fuck was his name?
See and okay, remind me. When does this take part? The Mandalorian?
In the universe?
Yeah.
After Return of the Jedi.
Okay, so it's still like
Empire was destroyed.
Okay. So here's my thing. I don't know how his name was fuck. You know the villain, the Grand Moff Gideon?
Yeah. From a Breaking Bad.
The end. Is that where he's from?
I think it's where he's from.
I don't like Breaking Bad, so. But the very last scene.
Gus.
Fucking my nerd boner was popping hard when he came out with the fucking Darksaber. You don't know what the Darksaber is, do you?
I've heard about it now, but I still don't have an attachment to it.
So you get the significance.
Yeah.
It's not even that you're attached. You understand what it is, right?
Yeah, it's part of Mandalorian history.
The first Mandalorian Jedi, that's his lightsaber. And whoever has it, like, it's kind of like just like symbol of power. If you have it, then like people will bow down to you. And in Rebels, the character Sabine finds it and like kind of returns it to her people. Just like, I think she gives it to fuck, I forgot her name. But she was like the sister to the Queen of Mandalore.
Is she Sabine?
Sabine is the one who finds it, but not
she's Sabine?
Yeah, she's Sabine. Fucking beaner. But but the point is, she found it, and she gave it to somebody who was important to the whole like Mandalorian thing. So, does Mandalorian take place before or after that? Because he had to have gotten it from somebody, and I think she found it on Dathomir, which is where Darth Maul is from, and he was the one who had it last, as far as we knew.
There were Darth Maul people in the series?
Yes.
Mandalorian?
In Dathomir.
No, in the Mandalorian. The series.
Oh, yeah.
It was in episode 7.
I remember that.
And I think in one other part.
But that's what I'm saying. She found it on Dathomir, and she gave it to somebody So where did he get it from?
Maybe in season 2.
I gotta find out where those take place.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much there that's like you could pull apart just based on that knowledge alone. But I'm very excited.
I'm glad to get another season.
For real.
This year, end of this year.
Apart from that, though, which I'm sure David doesn't care, the final season of Clone Wars is coming.
It's not that I don't care, it's just that I can't be excited because I haven't watched the series.
It's important.
No, if it's good, I'll be good. You know, it's like a Samurai Jack continuation. You know.
Would you be interested in watching it if I gave you a guide that told you all the best episodes to watch?
Why is there a guide? Is there bad episodes?
There's Jar Jar episodes.
Is that?
They're notoriously terrible.
Oh. Sure. I mean, if it's not super long.
Well, you still have Disney Plus, don't you?
Nope.
Oh shit. Well, never mind.
I cancel my trial to watch The Mandalorian and Home Alone. And they took off Home Alone, those fuckers, so I'm not giving them my money. How dare you fuck over Macaulay Culkin like that? He's a sweet boy. That's way older than me. Bunnyears.com or whatever it's called. Anyway.
You know, I don't think I'm far off. I'm saying, well, this is probably the worst podcast we've done.
Oh, fuck off. No, it's not. Fuck you. And fuck you.
It's definitely the worst one of the new year.
You. You specifically. Out in the distance, I see you.
Is that you, Suzuki?
Holy
shit.
Wait. It is. Shenmue 3, you fucker. What are you doing here?
Yeah, honk your horn. Get him out of here. Fucker. Now that he's running back into the bushes.
He's hiding. We found him.
Dumb bitch. Well, we found him in the riverbeds.
You know how many people fucking paid money for Shenmue 3? The Kickstarter fucking, what was it, millions?
I heard it was okay.
Oh, I heard it's a fucking trash dumpster fire.
I've never heard that opinion.
Oh, man. I'm glad I'm not into that series. I'm glad. Whew. Anyway.
Well, what else is there to talk about? I think we can take a break. No?
Obi-Wan series is coming out from you said the lady that did the directing for episode 3.
Yeah, she directed the 5th episode, I believe, and a few others. So that's exciting.
I thought you meant the 3rd episode.
I don't remember. I think she did both,
no,
actually.
5 was Dave Filoni.
Oh, Dave.
That's the only one he directed, you know?
It was one of the better episodes, too, and Dave didn't feel that way. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, she did do the 3rd episode. I think she did the 6th one, too, though. Could be wrong. Actually, I think Dave did the 6th one.
Look it up in the
we don't
credits.
know. We don't
Look
fucking
in
know.
the credits, okay?
Google it.
Who directed the series? I don't know.
Why did you turn into, like, Italian that morgued into a fucking Brooklyner?
Because I want to watch The Irishman.
Okay. Now that fucking accent you just did, it was all over the place there.
I'm not trying for an accent. I'm trying to be out and about in Italian.
Okay, now your David impression was just way, way off. I mean,
David Duchovny?
We're gonna take a quick break. Later. Okay, so apparently we've been doing this for over 2 hours, and we didn't really need a break.
Because I need a break.
David needs a break.
I need to sleep. But I remembered you mentioned Red Letter Media, and I just want to know what you think of the meme. Fuck you, it's January.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh man, that's a good meme.
It's a good meme.
Yeah, because it's a video they did about all the movies coming out, I think, for the Oscar nominations.
Uh-huh.
And so they reviewed all these movies in this fucking big long video.
Uh-huh.
Or it's like, what about this movie? Fuck you, it's January.
I've never seen it.
I feel like
it's
funny.
I've grown up watching so many of these classic online personalities, and they're the only ones I haven't even bothered to check out. RLM. I just know those reviews, and I can't stand them. The Star Wars reviews, hell no.
They're just content creators. You like them or not, it's fine.
It's not even that I hate them. Like, I've seen some of their videos, and then they're funny. It's just those reviews, man.
Oh, but there's some weird, like, personal attachment shit that some of their fans have. There's what is it?
It's not even fair to attach it to just them. The Star Wars prequel hate, because I know that so many people hated those movies, but I just feel like they helped that movement, like that anti-prequel movement, where it's like, all right, we get it, they weren't that good, but there was good qualities to them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't ignore that just because you hated it. Yeah.
Here's a video recommendation. Look up Strucy Movies and the parasocial connection or whatever, the parasocial paranorman. No,
I like paranorman.
Parasocial relationships video series is pretty good, and Related Media is part of that, with some of the weirdest fucking shit on the Reddit.
Really?
Of being like, not like just being fans, but being like, they have such an attachment to these people online. It's fucking weird. So what? It's interesting. It has nothing to do with them as creators themselves, but you have to think like them seeing that shit. It's gotta be fucking weird.
What was it called again?
Parasocial relationships, I think it was.
Oh wow, it's sort of like a Reddit thing.
No, the video series goes through all the different types of parasocial, which is like a fake relationship where like you feel like you know someone from seeing them,
yeah,
but you don't know them.
Yeah.
And it's a very cool video series. Strucy Movies, Strucci.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's pretty long, but it's fun. What's his name?
Is it like a joke, kind of?
No, it's pretty serious. Like, analytical.
You say it was fun. Like, I wonder if, like, in what regards?
Just how it's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Bo Burnham.
Oh.
He does a lot of his material, or some of his material is about that. And she analyzes his stuff in relation to that. It's pretty good. Bo Burnham's a cool dude. But anyway, we're going off tangents and shit. I want to end this fucking January Talkcast. New year.
I have one thing.
Oh shit.
I want to get out of the way.
You're right.
So
I forgot.
One fine day, when we went to go see Jumanji.
Before we saw it, I went to pick up my Dragon Quest.
Yes, we stopped at a Best Buy so he could pick up his Dragon Quest, and some lady gave us this. Man, I need a light.
You need a light, bruh?
Yeah, my flashlight don't work. There you go. She just fucking gave it to us, and like in David fashion, he's just like, okay, like everything around, like it was weird to him, only in his bubble. But then I was like, okay, thank you, and I got it, and I was like, in my mind, wow, David, you were right to be freaked out. Holy shit! I mean, first of all, who wants to just like a random person come up give you a paper like, thank you. Just take it and walk away.
Fuck off.
But anyway, here's this. We're going to analyze this. I wanted to.
Just leave me alone socially. Okay.
We're going to analyze it. There's 3 pages to this fucking thing.
There's 3?
They could have just saved money and just did 2, but I guess they didn't know how to do front and back on a printer paper. But anyway, let's go. Man.
All right, you go first.
Have you ever thought of the spiritual world? Okay, so we're just gonna stop right there. Have you ever thought of the spiritual world? Have you ever done some research about it? Okay, no, we're gonna stop right there. Have I ever thought of the spiritual world? Okay, in what regards?
Ever at all?
At all? Okay.
Yeah.
And have I ever done some? Have I ever done some research about it? Well, if I said no to the first one, I would have to assume.
You have to say no.
Yeah.
But I love how that's phrased. Have you done some research about it?
Yeah, like, have you looked? I even looked some of it up. Like, what the fuck? And I know this is, it says Christian on it, but you know that's what they're implying. They're not talking about fucking ghosts or like ghouls or whatever. They're talking about Jesus.
Ghosts and goblins?
Have you ever, okay, have you ever found your identity? It's like right under it. There's a big line under fucking, have you ever done some research about it? And then we have you found your identity? Do you know who you are? Okay, so we're going to go back to that first question. What does my identity and knowing who I am have anything to do with the spiritual world?
Well, you have to, I would say who you are is directly linked to your spirit, is what they're getting at.
Okay. All right, good point. I
your soul, you know?
Have you ever found your source?
Your source?
We've never read this before. Have you ever found your source?
A source needed.
Do you know where you came from? Okay, so have you ever found your source? How I read that was like, have I ever found my juice? Like, what makes me...
Well, source is capitalized. The S is source is capitalized.
So it's a physical, it's a real life, what's the word? It's a proper thing.
Yeah, so is identity, actually.
Do you know where you... Oh, yeah. There. Wait, was it?
Have you ever found your identity is capitalized?
It's capitalized.
So identity is a proper thing.
It's a specific thing. My source. My source is in my balls.
My source engine. I love valve.
My plasma in my blood. That's my source. I assume they mean like where I came from.
Well, that's literally the second question.
Oh, do you know where you came from? Yeah. Okay, hang on. Are the questions in bold just dumbed down versions of the questions above them?
They're rhetorical questions because they already have a fucking extra question for you to think about. They're trying to lead you on a fucking train of thought.
No, straight up, these are questions. They want it to be cool. Have you found your identity? Have you found your source? Have you found your purpose? And then, but under it's like, you're too stupid to know what that is. So, do you know who you are? Have you found your identity? Okay, we're just gonna keep going. Have you found your purpose? Do you know who you are here on Earth? So, who am I off Earth?
Do you know why you are here on Earth?
Do you know why you are here?
Why is on Earth fucking in parentheses?
I don't know, probably
because do they think this is gonna be on the fucking moon?
Do we astrally project like when we're not conscious on this Earth?
Like when I see this flyer, what they think in case you're not on Earth. We're gonna specifically say when you're on Earth.
You know, I saw this and I knew this was gonna be. Oh my God, there's more.
You know, this is gonna be archived, and when people on Mars are gonna read this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this was for Earth people."
Like, these guys are fucking weird. He smokes a space joint. Okay, have you found your destiny? Do you know where you are going? Okay. So yeah, all these black questions in bold are just like dumbed down versions of the original questions, but those are already pretty. Okay,
self-explanatory.
Have you found your identity? Yeah. If you don't know what that is, what fucking grade school did you come from? Like,
well, when you're recruiting people for your fucking cult, you're not exactly looking for the smartest motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's gonna be the most gullible people. Let's go to our pastoral team here.
That wasn't a phrase he made up. That's literally what it says.
Is that the right term to use?
I guess so.
Is ready to help you find answers to these questions. I'm not gonna name these people.
No.
I feel like that's...
You know what? One's an associate, one's a senior pastor, another one's an associate.
Yeah, associates...
Wait. This is our pastoral team, but there's only associates in it?
Okay.
Only one's a pastor.
Pastor, and the other one, associate pastor?
No, they just said associate. They're associated with the pastor.
Senior pastor, associate?
I guess they're just part of this pastor's team.
Okay, so...
But they're not pastors themselves.
This is Associate Jenny, is the one on the left. She's white. There's...
That's questionable.
Fuck, you think that's too much? She actually kind of looks Latin. Fuck!
Yeah,
okay.
You don't... I'm not... That's actually questionable ethnicity.
There's two women and the guy. I think the guy is the senior pastor.
Yeah, what it says it right
there. Can't tell that. There's an address. There's an @ I assume that's the email.
You said Christian.
Okay, hang on.
Like, there's so many Christian shit.
So they add like an @ like email address, but they don't even tell you what domain it is.
No, it's not an email address. This is just like saying this is.
Oh, this is where it's at.
This is where it's at, bro.
Okay. Okay. Here's more. There's actually good stuff here. We preach the uncompromising gospel of the kingdom of God. We believe that God has deposited in everyone his gifts to serve their generation.
He deposited?
Yeah, he deposited.
He put that...
He went into God, God of America, Bank of God, whatever.
He made sure to put it in you.
We train you to become a minister of the gospel. We believe that Jesus loves everyone the way they are, and he came to save us from the powers of Satan. No, this is all generic Jesus
but also,
stuff.
like, the first line, we preach the uncompromising gospel. We will not compromise. Our way is the way. This is the way.
I'm too stupid to know what that means, David.
No, it just stands out to me because it's like, what? Wait, so their way, they're not gonna. Maybe they're not.
That's how they get you.
They're not gonna take any fucking arguments.
How much you want to bet these fuckers are taking like buttloads of donations? Like whenever you go to these. We pay for those struggling with depression, sickness, anxiety, demonic oppression, sleeplessness, and fear. All right, so finally something I can tear apart. Demonic oppression. What does that mean specifically?
Oh well, it's like you know it when you have it, you know.
So it wasn't bad enough that I was oppressed. It's got to be demonic oppression.
Yeah, because they can't really do shit about economic oppression or racial oppression, but they can deal with some demonic oppression.
See, that's what I'm saying. They use demonic, so what is it about this that makes it any different from...
What was listed before?
Depression, sickness, anxiety, demonic, depression, sleeplessness, and fear. Sleeplessness.
Hey, are you sleepy? Come over. We'll help you out.
Sleep on the benches. No, I get what they're saying there. Come and encounter the Lord Jesus Christ. Why die before your time? Okay. Okay, now here's the whole fucking thing. I hope this goes more into what they're doing. Let's see. Okay. Okay. What is salvation? Salvation is to be saved from hell. Is that right?
Yeah, that seems... That lines up with what I fucking... With what I've been told about in the osmosis of religious
Is that what
teaching.
that word means, salvation?
That's usually what it's referred to when people talk about it in a Christian way.
Okay. From a broken relationship with God and from the curses that plagued mankind as a result of Adam's fall in the Garden of Eden. But Adam committed... This is more Jesus stuff.
Yeah, this is pretty standard.
To believe in, why do I need salvation? The wages of... Yeah, it's all...
Let me take a look at it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's it. Fuck.
And then just some information about how you can call these people.
That first page had so much more than I... Like...
That was a gold... You know, it wasn't a gold mine. It was a silver mine.
It was a silver mine. But I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
Because you ever get these papers from people who try to get you to your church, you're fucking throw this away as the second they turn their head. Do not buy into this shit, please.
Unless you want a new religion for you know.
Like, come on, can you even think of a reason?
That's the only reason. If you want a religion and you're gonna... You know what? This is prime opportunity for someone to go and make some content, some video content.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real here. If you were religious, you would have had a religion by now, and if you didn't, if you didn't like care, like, where you gonna go? How many people do you think they get? And I feel like the only scenario in which this would work is if somebody was down on their luck and somehow this saved them from that.
That's usually how it goes.
But I mean, there's so many different churches and so many different, like, sections of different religions.
Sects, even. SECTS.
Isn't that the same shit? Section?
Yeah, but they're called sects.
Whatever.
Well,
yeah, well, that was...
Let me give you a reason, Kevin.
Uh-huh.
Because it's not only about getting new followers.
It's about getting likes.
It's also about Christianity in specific. I don't know about this certain sect, but it's about doing the work to try to reach out to other people. It's not just about getting people. It's about the act of
getting people.
Yeah, evangelizing, as it were.
Well, you just could never. Well, you know, you could be doing Jesus a favor and just tell him not to send those people to us, because we will take their flyers and we will read them on the Talkcast. Anywho, that was
fun.
That was a weird little. You know, I thought maybe we could like post a picture of it, but I don't think we're gonna do that. I don't know if we're ever gonna do that again.
You know what? I won't say never.
To be continued. Oh. Anywho,
that's one way to end January 2020.
What did you think of last year, David?
I think generally in my life, it's getting better every year. Mm-hmm. So I'm going up. Things are going up. But I have high hopes for 2020. And the shit that I fucking hated in 2019, I'm glad it's over.
I feel like I've reached a stalemate in my life, and I'm hoping that this year is where I break out of it. But who knows, man? Future is crazy. You never know what's gonna happen.
Well, it's a combination of what you can do, and then also getting help when you need it, and then also finding ways to help yourself.
Nah. Anywho,
that goes for you too,
listener.
New year, new decade. Where do you think you'll be in 10 years?
Leave a comment below.
Smash your fucking dick
on that like button.
No.
Just smash your fucking brains out while you're at it.
No, don't do that.
They're not gonna actually fucking do it, David.
I know, but I can't say that. I don't like to say it.
You know what's crazy? I looked at you, like the shape. Now turn back. The shape of your head, and I could see your head through your hair, like just based on the arc going up that I could see.
Yeah, that's called
like.
Yeah, it's called me not having a full head of hair.
It's horrifying seeing that.
Well,
like it just makes me feel uncomfortable seeing that.
You'll get there too someday, young man.
It's not even the bald. It's just seeing you like that, even though you're not bald, makes you look like an alien. It scared the shit out of me. Not in real life, but in my head, where like the head just kept extending, and I got scared.
All right, Kevin, you're scared. I'm scared that you're scared. We gotta end this.
Yeah, for fucking real. This is going on for way too long. I don't even think that Jesus thing we just did, that reading that paper was all that good to begin with.
It might get cut.
Who knows?
You'll know, because you're listening to it.
But, if you're hearing this, we realize that...
we made a mistake.
Hell yeah. No, stop.
Talkcast, done.
Okay, if you're hearing this, I didn't realize how long we'd been going on for, so I'm just recording this to say, yeah, fuck it, Talkcast over.